Edmonton Sports Talk. My God, I loved it.
My name's Jay Milne. #Blue.
Our sports update deliverer, the Coop.
I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up today.
You know what, Reid?
You might be honest.
All right, here's what's going on in the Nest.
All right, it's snowing. I can't believe it. Can you? I can't believe it's snowing. I'm shocked. Can you believe that it's winter? Wow, I never would have expected this to happen. If anybody in your life is saying that to you, you have my permission to be as sarcastically to answer sarcastically as possible. Now, don't slap them. I'm not condoning physical confrontation or punishment. But if someone says to you, "Can you believe it's snowing?" You say yes. You say, yes, I can. Because I've lived in this hemisphere for a long time. I mean, maybe if you lived your whole life in, like, I don't know, some tropical environment and you just showed up in Edmonton in June and you thought, oh, this is just like where I live. Maybe you would have the right to say, I can't believe it's snowing. I didn't think this is, even if you knew it was going to snow, if you've never seen snow before, maybe you have the right to say, I knew there would be snow, but I didn't think this is how it would be, or this is how it would feel. Maybe in that case.
Like Elks receiver O.J. Hilaire.
Sure.
Who said he was staying in Edmonton for the first time.
Right, and was going to experience.
He could come in and say, man, can you guys believe it's snowing outside?
Right, that's different. If it's a novelty, that's different.
And we'd be like, oh, this is kind of cool.
Yeah, you could be like, hey, sure, let's let's put on a heavier jacket and go walk around for 15 minutes.
Let's go roll a
look
snowball.
At the snow.
Yeah.
Let's look at the snow. Let's experience the snow.
Let's dance.
Let's stick our tongues out in the snow.
Yeah, catch
Let's
some
make
flakes.
a snow angel.
Yes.
But if somebody who you know has lived in or near Edmonton, or really Canada, most of their life, and they're like, I can't believe it's snowing. I mean, okay, it's not August 7th. That would be different. Or July 7th.
Correct.
It's November 7th. It's a perfectly reasonable day for it to snow.
You know what else is unreasonable to say?
What?
Oh, those roads are awful.
They're actually not that bad.
They're not that bad.
They're not that bad.
Actually,
the snow is on the pavement. It's melting as soon as it hits.
Yeah, like rural areas, it is.
Yeah, we're not saying don't drive safe,
yeah.
but there could be worse roads. Like, definitely be safe.
You know, our very own Matthew Awanek is driving right now out to Wetaskiwin.
Good guy. Do you think he's listening?
Oh, I bet he is.
He better text me so I know that he's listening.
Text both of us and say the number.
Something affectionate.
Yeah, number 17. Then we'll know you're listening.
That's Ben Thompson's favorite number.
That is. He has a chain with it.
Good guy.
Good guy.
All right, we're here. I love saying that. He's Jay Milne. I'm Reid Wilkins. Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. The Coob, Zach Kubish, is at the technical desk. Coob, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Good.
I like
Good to
the
see
snow.
you.
Yes.
Good.
Great. In fact, yes.
I'm in a very barky mood today.
That's okay. It's Friday. Hey, your movie's there on Zach to the Future on EST Afternoons.
Yeah.
Right here on Edmonton Sports Talk 1 to 3 with Hernan Salas and Joaquin Gage. I must admit, I was surprised you knew what the Breakfast Club was, but yet you didn't know what American Pie was.
Breakfast Club is a great movie. I don't know. It's one of my favorites of all time. I got showed it by one of my good buddies, and I've never watched any of those rom-coms. So.
Somebody else is listening.
Somebody else is listening from Montreal.
I hope he sends me something.
Or no, from Hamilton, from the Hammer.
From the Hammer. Yeah, we got a CFL playoff preview today with Justin Dunk from 3 Down Nation. You and I got to make our picks. So I think...
Did we make CFL picks?
Last week we did the scores, remember?
Well, do you have them?
No, you were supposed to save them. That's your job. You do most of the work on the show. I said save them. I said save them.
Okay, then I would have taken a picture.
Yeah, you did.
What day was that?
Last Friday. Because remember, I said Montreal would win on a last play field goal, and instead it was BC that won on a last play field goal. We both picked the winning teams. I don't think our point differential was very good. Anyway,
I do not believe I saved them.
Okay. Well, we both got the winning teams correct. So that's because we both picked Montreal and British Columbia to win in the semifinals. So we'll do our picks today for fun. We got Jay's it's a football play of the day. It's a CFL playoff play of the day.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be fun. Benny Thompson is going to be by with his blind rankings. We do that almost every Friday here on Edmonton Sports Talk. See how this printed today?
Oh,
So
double-sided.
yeah, but it did. Instead of this flip, I got to do this flip.
Oh, no.
I got to do the
You just keep
vertical
going
flip
over.
instead of the horizontal flip. Who else is going to be on? Oh, Jed Roberts, one of our regulars, will be on for some fun chat. Mat Barrett, Oil Kings play-by-play, is going to check in from Medicine Hat. So Jay and I were talking yesterday because we love doing Oil King stuff. We tend to lean towards doing it when they have a home game or homestand coming up, to help them promote it. And you as the listener are probably thinking like, oh, I might go to one of those games.
Yeah.
Or I'm glad Reid and Jay reminded me they got a couple home games this weekend. They actually don't have a home game until later in the month, but they're doing awesome. So we're like, we got to have Mat Barrett on to talk about the Oil Kings. And they have a killer bus trip coming up.
Yeah.
So we will have a pretty interesting angle with them. So we got a fun show planned.
And Justin Dunk.
We got I think, did I not mention him?
I don't think so.
Okay, Justin Dunk from 3 Down. I thought that's where I was going
yes.
with the CFL picks, but I guess I got
You
See,
meandering
there are
son
two
of a gun.
shows. There are two shows. There's the one that I actually do, and then there's the one that's in my mind. The one in my mind is usually the better one.
This is true.
All right. You can get in touch, 780-218-9999. That is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. River Cree Resort and Casino, home of Tap 25 restaurant, where the entire menu is 50% off 7 days a week. That is from 2 to 5 p.m. Of course, Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. Jay will have his play of the day a little bit later on. You can email jay@edmontonsportstalk.com or reid@edmontonsportstalk.com. If you have a suggestion for the Past the Pantry Athlete of the Week, send that to Jay.
Please.
We've had some great Past the Pantry Athletes of the Week. We've been doing it about 6 months. Yesterday, we had the captain of the Nate men's soccer team. They're playing at Nationals. Last week, we had Keaton Veerhoff, local product, who's probably going to go first, second, or third. Well, not probably. He'll go first, second, or third in the NHL draft in June. He's playing for North Dakota. We've had a variety of great guests, so don't hesitate to send that in and give us your pitch on why that person. I know it's like, well, I just want to nominate somebody, but you got to tell us why. Because you got to remember, Jay could get 40 emails in the next 2 weeks. Well, the more you sell your athlete of the week to him, the better chance of that. Like, you can't just write in and be like, hey, John Smith's good at lacrosse. Okay.
I might bite, though.
We might bite. Yeah, we might bite. Oh, tell me more.
Do tell.
And you could post in the nasty chat. That's the chat going on, the YouTube stream. Subscribe to the Edmonton Sports Talk channel. We want to get to 14,000. We're at 13.3 thousand. Pretty good. And of course, if you haven't already, give this show a thumbs up.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
All right. We try to get to 100 thumbs every show. We've been doing pretty good with that. But do not be a pleasure delayer. Get in there and click and give us the thumbs up right away. So I went to Oilers practice today. They were practicing at the downtown community arena. Oh, by the way, is it Kim Mitchell at Rogers Place tonight?
I think I hear him coming now.
I think I hear somebody going for
No, I
soda.
thought it was Brad Paisley.
Who is it today? Oh, sorry. Kim Mitchell's at Century Casino. So who's at?
Brad Paisley.
He's tonight. Okay, what kind of artist is he?
Country.
Oh, is this the
You
guy?
honestly don't know who Brad
No,
Paisley
I know
is?
who he is. I just like being in. I honestly sometimes.
Oh,
Jay,
you're being a cheeky guy.
I'm going to tell you a secret.
Okay.
Well, by the way, I got to play this since you said it.
I think I hear him coming now.
I'll share something with you.
Okay.
And I want our audience members to keep it a secret because they probably don't know this. Sometimes I like being difficult on purpose.
Really?
Yes, to provoke people.
Really?
I'm a bit of a disturber.
How often do you do this?
Daily, if not several times a day.
Have you seen a doctor?
No. You know who needs to see the doctor is that turtle from yesterday's show. First of all, Lester the cat.
Meow,
That's.
meow.
Do we have that turtle noise?
Meow.
We got to get that on our soundboard. So look,
I got
something
rid of
has
that
been,
one.
I got to clarify something here. First of all, Coob, what was the turtle doing in that video?
It was panting.
Why was it panting?
Oh boy.
It might have been doing some animalistic things.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what did you tell us yesterday it was doing?
It was panting because it was overheating.
Right, so why did you say that?
Because I thought that's what it was doing.
So we have since confirmed that that animal was in the throes of passion. He was enjoying, as I like to call it, boy-girl relations or man-woman relations. It's been confirmed that's what that video was.
Yeah.
No, which is fine. We could have said that on the show.
Well, that happens
There's
in
ways to
nature.
say it.
That
we could have said, "Hey,
happens.
this animal is in the middle of
I like that. The throes of passion.
The throes of passion."
Yes.
So, if we clarified what it was,
I
Okay.
learned something new. Yeah.
so where did you get the overheating part from?
The internet, which is not always a
Now-
great place to find things from.
Coob's credit, the video title does say panting. And when you see an animal panting, specifically a dog, that's how they cool themselves down.
Yeah.
So maybe he just jumped to that.
That cape's got me too hot.
And I got it from a
I've never
different
seen a
video
dog
as well.
panting like that.
Okay.
The video I got it from made it seem like it was doing something else. But it was an overdub. I got duped. This is what happened. I'm embarrassed to say it, but I got duped.
You didn't get,
I
you
got
didn't get
duped.
duped. I'm just wondering why our information has changed over the last 20 hours, 22 hours. All right, so we've clarified where the video came from. Well, not where the video came from. We clarified what the turtle is doing in the video, which is fine. That's part of nature. We wouldn't have been
Yes.
embarrassed to say that on because
Correct.
the first two instincts Jay and I had, well, me was
We're right.
either that animal is enjoying an intimate moment with another animal of its species, or is pooping. Those are the two things I thought of.
Well, helping someone too.
Or
Pushing
it could have been a
someone.
helper.
acorn up the hill, yeah.
Maybe he was helping his turtle friend move.
Yeah, we need that sound for the soundboard.
Yes.
100%.
Okay. Must have.
Yeah, must have that because I'm sure there's ways we can really work that in. Gord in the Nasty Chest says, little nervous about Coob's Google search history.
Probably shouldn't be.
That's a good
Yes.
point. Oh, so you didn't Google
That is not, no.
turtle in throes of passion.
Usually when I get prepped for Name the Animal, I search up unusual animal sounds, and that is not what comes up at the top of the list.
All right.
I will confirm.
All right, well, that's good to know. Oh, you know who's ready to rock and roll here?
Is it who I think it is?
Yeah, he didn't print today. He's just reading off the computer. He's getting a little more
he emailed it to
technologically
you.
advanced. Of course, these are the afternoon headlines presented by 100.3 The Bear, Edmonton's best rock. Stream them on iHeart today. This is Chet Palmer with your sports report. The Oilers better have their snowsuits ready. There's an avalanche coming to town. Cale Makar, more like goal maker. That Thursday nighter made a sloth race look exciting. 10-7. I hope my brother-in-law took the under. Breaking news, he didn't. One step closer to the Grey Cup. The French Falcons take on the Tabby Cats. In the West, it's the Leos against the Green Riders. Hey, Trevor Harris, your hair is going to fall out watching Rourke pick your D apart. I'm Chet Palmer.
Well done, Chet.
Oh, Chet. He likes to come up with his own names for things.
Yes.
The French Falcons. I think
French Falcons.
he meant the Montreal Alouettes,
I believe.
who most of the players aren't French. Some are.
I do appreciate how he called out last night's Thursday night football game.
I'm thankful I didn't watch a second of it.
That might have been the worst football game I've ever seen in my life.
Did you actually watch it?
Unfortunately.
Well, I would have watched it. I'll tell you what I did in a second.
Okay.
How bad was it?
It was terrible. Neither team wanted to win. It was bad. It was very bad football. Bo Nix, you know how many yards he threw for? 150.
Pedestrian.
Very. I was actually pleasantly surprised. My daughter said, which team is that? Because the Broncos were in their throwbacks, which are nice throwbacks, like John Elway, Denver,
Okay.
with the orange and
Orange
the blue
top.
helmet.
Was it the blue top with the old D with the horse coming out of it, or was it the new logo?
I think it was the old one. But it was orange with the blue helmet.
Okay.
And I said, that's the Denver Broncos. She says, that's not the Denver Broncos. And I'm like, all right, good. Good. That's a good throwback. Totally different. I like those throwbacks. Those are solid throwbacks. You want to do a throwback like that, I'm all for it.
Yeah, the Broncos have some good uniforms.
Very good.
Yeah, I think they wore with the blue helmet with the D with the Bronco coming out through the D. Yeah.
I need to see more Bronco when the Broncos are playing at Mile High Stadium. I want to see that white horse everywhere.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Up and down the sideline, kicking people, pooping everywhere.
Do it, kicking field goals.
Kicking field goals.
Pooping
Yeah.
All right. That was the afternoon headlines for 100.3 The Bear.
Why didn't you watch it last night?
Oh, I went and saw One Battle After Another. Very good movie. Very good movie. Starring Leonardo DiCaprio, Sean Penn, Benicio del Toro, Regina Hall. Good cast, really well acted, very well put together. A lot of great scenes. Much funnier than I thought it would be. Maybe a bit of a dark humor. Yeah, there were some pretty good sort of comedic moments in it. I guess kind of dark comedy because it's serious subject matter. Like it's about revolution and revenge and deception and things like that. But it's really well done. So the director is Paul Thomas Anderson, who I've liked most of his stuff. Boogie Nights.
Who can forget?
There Will Be Blood. You haven't seen either of those? You must have seen Boogie Nights.
I've seen There Will Be Blood.
That's a heck of a movie, eh? Daniel Day-Lewis, what a role.
I have not seen Boogie Nights.
I think I've seen most. I never saw The Master, and I didn't see Licorice Pizza. Hard Eight, his first or second movie, is really good. He's a good director. So this is One Battle After Another. I will give it the Reid Wilkins stamp of approval. Ooh. I think I just broke several bones in my hand.
What was the running time?
It's about 2 hours and 45 minutes, but it never felt long. I know. Well, that's why I didn't get to see it sooner, because you got to try and fit it in, and it's starting to leave theaters. So I was able to get into it, have time to see it last night. But it never felt long. It never felt like it was dragging on. It was always moving the story along. Some really good scenes. There? Yeah, DiCaprio's. Actually, Sean Penn's performance might have been the best performance of the film.
Oscar worthy?
I would guess he'll get nominated. Now, I've hardly seen any movies this year. But
is it too mainstream to win an Oscar?
No.
Like, isn't that usually they find like a smaller?
Well, there have been in the last few years. I don't think it's too mainstream to win an Oscar. No, I don't think so. I know what you mean, though. Like this Honora last year, kind of nobody heard about it till it was nominated, right? But no, it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. Okay, let's do. Well, this is a good one today. We've had some fun off-topic topics this week. Off-topic topic presented by William Huff. Since 1952, William Huff has provided industry-leading advertising solutions for thousands of valued clients. Their unparalleled customer service, combined with decades of industry expertise and a desire to make every job the very best it can be, is what they call the William Huff Advantage. Visit their website at williamhuff.com or give them a shout, 780-454-4536.
Well, in lieu of, what are we going to call that guy? Terry the Tortoise?
Yeah, Terry Does Toronto. It's the name of his film.
So in lieu of Terry the Tortoise, I was thinking animals, and then this kind of came to me because I've often thought this. If you could be any animal for a day, you're an animal for 24 hours.
Animal. Oh, yeah? Wow.
What animal would you be and why?
So you're only that animal for 24 hours, not for the rest of your life. So did you see the movie The Lobster? Probably 10, 12 years old. No. So the premise of The Lobster, it was, what's the guy, Colin Farrell?
Sure.
That it's sort of like in it's on Earth, but it's like a different Earth. That if you're single at a certain age, you get turned into an animal. But
really?
You get to pick what animal you're going to get turned into. And he doesn't become a lobster in the film, but he had selected lobster because they can live up to 200 years or something like that. And his dog in the movie is his brother.
Oh my gosh, diabolical.
Yeah.
Now, when do you have to choose what you're going to be?
I can't remember what the age restriction or the rules were. They kind of explained it in the movie.
So did he find love? And that saved him from becoming a lobster? Yes, but then it's
sort of a very twisted form of love. So it's sort of
Does she become a lobster?
No, they're human at the end. But it's sort of about the nature of attachment and commitment and what makes love work or not work or whatever.
Does
Sort of
anyone
like that.
become a lobster?
No. He has a nemesis in the film that he puts in the animal converting chamber and changes into somebody else, into an animal, and you don't see what. And then somebody says to him, what happened with whoever? And he's like, I converted him. And he's like, and they were like, into that? And he's like, yeah, into that. So it's like there's an animal that's perceived as the worst animal to become, but they wouldn't say what it was. So anyway.
I would become a bald eagle.
Okay.
For a day. Just fly around, check out some new views, go to some places, you know.
Do you have still your brain?
That's a good question, Reid. Yeah, I would say you are an animal, but you still have your mind, your ability to think. So yeah, I'd want to fly. I want to know the feeling of flight.
Interesting.
I'd like to look at things from a different viewpoint. I'd like to eat mice. Think that would be fun.
Right.
I'd like to see how they hunt and how good their eyesight is and their hearing.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I think that would be fun. You?
You know what? Mine's probably going to be pretty unoriginal. I would take a dog.
Yeah.
So I could better understand dogs in the future.
Yeah.
What are they thinking? What are they smelling? What does their food taste like? You know, when they sleep for 22 hours a day, do they really need to? Maybe that's why it should be a dog, so I could just sleep all day and get away with it. Hey, what's old Reid doing? Oh, just leave him.
Just leave him alone.
He's been sleeping for a while.
He was up all night.
Yeah, he was up all night barking. Was he really? No, he slept all night.
Well, a dog would be good, but you'd get touched a lot. And you don't like to be touched.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
So I don't know if that's good for you.
No, maybe the belly rubs feel nice. I want to see what they feel like.
I can show you right now.
But as a dog.
What about as Reid?
No, that's fine.
That's fine.
I don't want you to rub my belly.
That'd be fun.
The dog comes to mind, maybe wolf, like a bigger type of dog, bigger type of canine. That might be kind of interesting. And then even an elephant or a dolphin are supposed to be very smart animals. I want to see how intelligent are they? How much do they understand? Like the dolphins think, damn, I know how that door works. I just can't get to the knob.
Okay, here's what we could do.
Or as a dolphin would say it.
What about this? We still remain friends in the animal world.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I become an orca. You become a seal. But don't worry.
So you want to destroy me?
Still be friends. I wouldn't kill you.
Okay.
I would just play with you and flip you high in the air. Yes.
You all bruised and stuff.
Well, you know what? We should come back as Terry the tortoise.
Mid that moment.
He's having a good time.
Oh my God. Where's Terry the tortoise?
I think I hear him coming now.
That really works now with that, doesn't it? That really works now that we know what the turtle was. Now that we know what the turtle was doing in that video.
I think I hear him coming now.
Actually, he's not approaching. No, that's not what I said. It's good. All right. What animal would you be for a day if you could be an animal? That's the off-topic topic. River Career Resort Casino inbox to text us 780-218-9999 or post it in the nasty chat. I hope Dustin Nielsen's still listening. He could post whatever animal he wants. That would be pretty good.
Dustin, let's pick an animal for him. He could be a big...
he could be a chicken and he could eat his own meat.
I think he'd be a big, cuddly, a nice grizzly bear. You know?
Gentle Dustin.
Yeah. Just big old cuddly bear. Maybe a panda bear.
Well, and then he could go to the U of A. Be the real life mascot.
Yeah. He'd make a good bear.
Yeah, he would. That's pretty good. Oh, my goodness. We got to do the Oil Understood for GCL Diesel. Some comments from McDavid, Knoblauch, and Ekholm about not holding on to leads. We got Benny's blind rankings with our colleague Ben Thompson and a whole bunch more as well. Here's the Coop.
Head Coach Kris Knoblauch gave an update on Mattias Janmark and Zach Hyman. Janmark is close to returning, could play tomorrow or Monday, while Hyman's return window is within a week. Knoblauch also added that Stuart Skinner gets a call against the Avalanche tomorrow. Just 4 games in the NHL tonight. The Jets and Sharks play at 8 o'clock. Calgary plays host to Chicago. The Islanders take on the Wild, and the Red Wings challenge the Rangers. Patrick Kane back in action for Detroit after missing the last 9 games with an upper body injury. From Medicine Hat, the Oil Kings and Tigers duke it out. Edmonton first in the Eastern Conference. Puck drop at 7. And from Edmonton, the Golden Bears battle the Cougars, while the Nate Oaks women's hockey team drops a puck against the Rustlers at 6. In the NFL, Mac Jones will start once again for the 49ers this week against the Rams on Sunday. Brock Purdy is questionable for San Fran due to his turf toe injury. He will be a backup if he is active. In the NBA, 11 games on the docket. Toronto visits Atlanta with tip-off at 5:30. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc. Locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and surrounding areas since '93. They have doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course, they have plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff today at Windsor Plywood Leduc. The Oil Understood is up next. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
2 guys and a goalie.
Cass, am I right to raise an eyebrow what they decided to do in terms of maybe missing a potential practice day today?
I don't think we need to raise eyebrows. I mean, you tell me that schedule and I tell you rookie party. That's what I tell you. Number 1, Dallas, couple days, first time this season you've had like more than a day in between games and you got 3 of them.
2 guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
We have what you're looking for. GD Liquidators is Edmonton's one-stop shop for new and used warehouse, office, and industrial items since 1987. You'll find what you want when you want it. Give us a call, visit us in-store, or check out the monthly auctions at gdliquidators.com. 100% Canadian-owned and operated. We have what you are looking for. GD Liquidators.
Where holiday cheer meets great beer. This season, celebrate at the Canadian Brewhouse. From plated dinners and festive buffets to casual pub-style parties, we've got the perfect space for your crew. Book your holiday party today at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
GCL Diesel has been serving oil country since 1972. From diesel cars to SUVs to pickups. From farm tractors to school buses to a big rig. From diesel generators to forklifts, GCL can test, troubleshoot, and repair all diesel fuel system components. Whether it's injectors, pumps, turbos, filters, or additive, GCL has the parts you need to keep your diesel running the way it should. For genuine diesel parts at wholesale prices, visit GCL Diesel in the West End or online at gcldiesel.com. GCL Diesel. Diesel understood.
The temperature may be dropping, but the action's heating up. Play Alberta is offering odds boosts on every Oilers game all season long. This is your chance to score big. And for a limited time only, our listeners get an exclusive $50 free bet when they deposit $50 using EST50. That's code EST50 for an exclusive $50 free bet. Alberta wins with Play Alberta. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, please use your game sense.
Summer was packed with memories.
Let me get a picture.
Your garage doesn't have to be.
Wow, look at all this space.
Store your gear with Sentinel Storage and enjoy extra space all year. Try 4 weeks free. Visit sentinelstorage.ca.
So when we do the blind rankings today with Benny's blind rankings in about 15, 20 minutes, I guess he's giving us Team Canada hockey jerseys? Or is it just the Olympic jerseys or any Team Canada jersey?
I don't know.
Because the new ones are out, right, for the upcoming Olympics?
Yes.
I think they look
fine. I would imagine he's going to throw that in, and I know where I'm going to place it. And I think I know where you're going to place it.
I haven't thought about it.
I'm sure you have.
I have to see the other ones first.
Well,
I don't know what order he's going to give them, but there will be video.
There won't be video. There will be a
still photos. But if you're on the audio stream, we'll describe which one we're looking at.
Yeah,
and I assume Ben will have the year for each one.
That's a great assumption.
Ben, if you're listening, you should have the year for each one so we can best describe it to people. Off-topic topic for William Huff. What animal would you like to be for a day? Jasmine says panda. Or is that the suggestion for Dusty? VR Montenegro, tiger. Len, a duck. Uke, a chinchilla. And I like this one from Trev, our colleague. I'd like to be Reid's dog so we could go on long walks together. Well, that would happen. But then I'd have to pick up.
Yeah. Trev's poop. Mark from Hope says a butterfly because no one suspects the butterfly.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that.
Bones says Reid should go as penguin. Go penguin. Become a penguin.
Okay. I could do that.
He also said dolphin. I think a dolphin would be fun.
Dolphin would be neat. Yeah, they're smart animals. Oh my goodness, what a show.
Jamming 33. How about a platypus? 4 animals in one.
Oh yeah, that's good. Or could you pick something extinct and be like, hey, this is what it was like? I guess it's got to be a current animal.
Why not? Hey,
Some sort of a dinosaur.
Did you hear they were saying that
I want to be King Kong.
You should say Trev is your dog and call him Mark Spitz. Or just Spitz.
Why?
On the morning show,
they said he looked like
Mark Spitz.
Yeah,
and Trev was greatly offended by that.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a...
Well, Spitz is one of the most decorated Olympians of all time, isn't he? Wasn't he up there? Wasn't he the best swimmer before Phelps?
Gold. Yes, he was. But look at this guy. I mean...
Yeah, I did see that this morning.
And Trev took offense to it.
Why would
you...
The stuff that bothers Trev is beyond my understanding.
Like any man that can look that good in a Speedo, there's Spitzy right there. Yeah, throw him up, Coob. I mean... Why are you offended by this, Trev? That's a great looking man.
As I said, we can't understand the things that bother Trev, nor why.
And he's got the mustache, nice bronze looking tan.
Yeah,
I'd like to be Mark Spitz.
Well, maybe someday you will. Maybe that could be the animal you change into.
I change into Mark Spitz.
Another human, another version of a human. It's the oil understood for GCL Diesel, providers of the best diesel engine components around. From turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors, they are the critical engine component experts. Proud to serve Edmonton and Northern Alberta for over 50 years. Now a partner of Edmonton Sports Talk and the Reid Wilkins Show. GCL Diesel. Diesel! Understood. All right, so the Oilers skated today at the downtown community arena. Lengthy practice, as they have not been on the ice since the game against the Dallas Stars on Tuesday, and the story on that road trip was blowing 2-goal leads. Here's Mattias Ekholm.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we had good starts in both of them, but kind of let off a little bit. I think so far in the season it's been a pretty common theme where we can put 20, we can put out 30, maybe 40 minutes in some games, but I'm not sure I've seen 60 yet. So that's what we're working towards, this consistency of the game. I think we have times in games that we look really good and we're feeling it and whatnot, and then the periods of they're going to spend some time in our end, and you just got to make sure you limit it a little bit more, maybe limit the high danger chances. That's kind of what it seems to be. It's either we're on offense or they got glaring scoring opportunities, so we got to try to keep those at bay.
Well, as he often does, Ekholm does a good job summarizing it, and I think those are some of the points we've talked about. They do play well, but they don't play well for long enough stretches of games, and then when they're bad, they're really bad.
Yes.
Or either bad in their own end or just doing nothing offensively. I mean, haven't they had a couple stretches this year where they've gone 21, 22 minutes with 0 or 1 shots?
Yeah.
I think it happened in Dallas, and I believe there was a game earlier this season where they went a long time with 0 or 1 shots on goal. So that's what they're trying to clean up. It's the 60-minute game, and you will not dominate a team for 60 minutes, but you can kind of be engaged or thorough for 60 minutes. They have not been that. McDavid with some thoughts on the blown leads as well.
Yeah, probably a little bit more desperate, a little more urgency, probably to win games. I think we're putting ourselves in good spots. We're not closing them out, and that's a thing we're normally pretty good at. So hasn't been the trend this year, but something we got to figure out.
All right, and a tough opponent tomorrow, the Colorado Avalanche. Some thoughts from the head coach, Kris Knoblauch, as well, on seeing the lead slip away.
I don't think there's any one theme. I think it's been multiple things, but one is just staying engaged, awareness of the importance of every shift. You know, we can have turnovers, which will happen, but how we are reacting to those turnovers, you know, and the urgency getting back to the net. We've a couple of those games that we've let slip away. We've had guys get beat back to the net. And it's something that we have to show that urgency. And I think, you know, if we're talking about if it's playoffs, we have a different level of urgency, but we have to find that in the regular season.
Well, I mean, he said we got to stay engaged, Jay. And one of the words I've used in this, and I think that fits there, is the concentration. You know, okay, yeah, I'm gone. I'm playing my shift. Oh, there's the puck. Oh, I guess it's not my part of the ice.
Yeah.
Oh, where'd that guy come from? He scored. Oh, right, that's my guy.
Oh, that's me. That's me.
Like, to me, it's. I mean, I know they use urgency a lot, and I get that, but it's almost like concentration. Like, are you in the right spot? Cool, but then are you actually doing what you're supposed to be doing in that spot? Or have you read the play that...
You know what this all sounds like to me?
What?
Oh, you know what it sounds like.
Meow, 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 meow.
You're hearing the same stuff over and over again.
Yeah, I've heard this. Cool. We got to figure it out.
Meow, 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 meow.
Yeah. Well, cool.
We know what the mistakes are.
Yeah, we know that we can't hold on to a lead. We just got to figure it out.
Right.
Okay. All right. Just keep doing what you're doing then. You know, I don't know, but the hope, I guess, for Oilers fans is that and this sounds like, my gosh, this is redundant, but it's the truth. There have been signs of life. There have been stretches of brilliant hockey that this team has played, and not just the big dogs. You've seen it, well, maybe not the bottom
not
six.
quite everybody, but
but the top six has shown that they can do that. So that would be something you'd hold on to. And look, I mean, they should have won that game in Dallas. Dallas is a damn good hockey team. They were missing quite a few players. But now, tomorrow night, you have the best team in the NHL coming into your barn. What response do you have? And I actually would look at this positively, because I think this team has a way of playing up as much as they do down. So play up, but keep it up there.
Yeah.
For 60 minutes.
I hope so. I hope they're capable of doing it, because if they have a sleepy stretch of the game against the Avalanche, they're going to give up 7. Because the Avalanche are going to burst through the door.
Yeah. You could, you know what's funny? You could say it, that it could be a 6-1 Avalanche win. You could say it could be a 4-3 Oilers overtime win. You could see both of those happening. But you can't really think or say that it's a 6-1 Oilers win.
No, because they're not playing well enough. They haven't played well enough, and I also think we can wonder too how much goal scoring they actually have. So, I think fair comments. I think Ekholm especially, but I get that there are probably people listening where it's like, well, if they know what they're doing wrong, why don't they do it? Because as we've been saying, even though certainly I have been, and I think you are a little bit in my boat, maybe not as much, there may be some holes in the lineup. Like it'd be great to say, well, Thomas Ek scored 20. Well, okay, he's probably not capable of it. But you are capable of, every player in the NHL is capable of playing defense or getting to the right spot or trying really hard to get to the right spot.
Yeah,
or doing the proper things defensively or tying up a guy's stick or hitting a guy. And yes, battles will be lost. Other teams will make great plays and have scoring chances. But you got to make them earn them. And the Oilers have given up a lot of unearned goals against, I think.
You know what that's called? Effort. That's, you can't teach that. You can't coach that. That's not a skill. That's a desire. And there's been several instances where that has been severely lacking. But, I mean, Reid, ask yourself this. Have you seen a game this year yet where you could say the Oilers have put it together for 60 minutes? No.
But maybe that second game of the year against the Avalanche, or against the Canucks, which now seems like a long time ago. I mean, yes, some maybe good stretches against Montreal, though the power play helped them win that game. Against the Mammoth, they put it together. And maybe even these last two games, you saw little glimpses of it, but it still wasn't there enough to win those games or to put them away.
Yep.
So yeah, that's the frustrating thing. And again, maybe the ceiling for this team isn't as high as years past, but I still think it's higher than where they're at.
Oh yes, it better be.
Yeah. I mean, if they were a legitimately lousy team, they wouldn't have 2 goal leads as often as they had. Like, what did McDavid say? 6 times they've been up by 2 goals. So there's times when they can get a lead, but they haven't been able to put it away. All right, 3:41. More comments from members of your Edmonton Oilers as we move along. Jay's play of the day and Benny's blind rankings when we get back.
Oilers head coach Kris Knoblauch gave some injury updates. Mattias Janmark is, quote, very close. Knoblauch also added that Zach Hyman is expected to be back within a week. And Stuart Skinner takes the crease tomorrow as the Oilers play the Avalanche. Tonight, the NHL has 4 games. Detroit welcomes back Patrick Kane to take on the Rangers. Kane missing the last 9 games with an upper body injury. Elsewhere, Chicago hits the ice in Calgary. The Jets visit the Shark Tank while the Wild face the Islanders. In WHL, the Oil Kings and Tigers duke it out at 7. Edmonton first in the Eastern Conference. At the Claire Drake Arena, the Golden Bears battle the Cougars, while at the Nest, the Nadukes women's hockey team takes on the Rustlers at 6. Meanwhile, Mac Jones gets a start for the 49ers this Sunday as they battle the Rams. Brock Purdy is still questionable with a foot injury and will serve as the backup if he's active for the game. The NBA in-season tournament continues with 11 games. Toronto visiting Atlanta. Tip-off at 5:30 while the Bulls and Bucks go at it. And the Kings take on the Thunder. This sports update is brought to you by Paramount Flooring. Looking for quality flooring? Visit Paramount Flooring's spacious, family-friendly showroom, open 7 days a week. Save now on pet-friendly Shaw carpet with spill-proof technology. Call 780-483-1991 and mention EST for a 10% discount at Jay's. It's Jay's Play of the Day and Benny's Blind Rankings. Up next, I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The Oil Stream.
If they come and lay an egg tomorrow night, here's the thing with that. Like, as much as they haven't played up to potential this season, which they haven't, let's not kid ourselves, they're still right there. Does that not ease the blow a little bit? Do we overlook that?
What are they? 6-5-4. They're 1 game over 500. Well, fake 500.
They have lost 9 games.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Running your own small business takes courage, and as it grows, so does your team. That's why Alberta Blue Cross offers health, dental, life, disability, and wellness benefits designed for small businesses, because we know a healthy team means a thriving business. Join over 5,000 Alberta businesses who have chosen us to help their business grow and succeed. Alberta Blue Cross takes care of you and your employees, so you can take care of your business. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
The River Cree Resort and Casino features the best in live entertainment, including international U2 tribute band, Desire, November 14th. performing decades of U2's greatest hits. It's Desire, November 14th at the River Cree. Tickets for this show and more at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
It's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day
is, of course, presented by Play Alberta. It's time to turn up the fun with the all-new Play Alberta app, your digital destination for casino, live dealers, lottery, instants, and, of course, sports betting. Mr. Milne.
All right, Jay's play of the day. Let's get to it. Go to playalberta.ca, click on click on sports, click on EST specials, and you will see Jay's play of the day right there. Look, Montreal's favored by 3, or is it 3.5? I think it's 3. I teased that line a bit more because I think Montreal's going to beat. I'm sorry, Dustin, but I don't think it's going to be a close game tomorrow. I think Montreal's just a juggernaut right now.
Yes.
And I think they're going to handle Hamilton quite easily, even though it is in Hamilton. So I teased it. Montreal Alouettes -6.5. That was boosted to plus 170. So head over to playalberta.ca, click on sports, click on EST specials. And don't forget the new promo codes are out. Deposit 50, use promo code EST Sports, and you get a $50 free sports bet. EST Casino with a $50 deposit, you get $50 in casino play. And always remember to use your game sense.
It's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
All right, and we'll talk more about the CFL playoffs. Justin Dunk from 3 Down Nations going to join us in about 15 minutes. Ben Thompson is in studio. Ben, how are you doing?
I'm great, Reid. How are you?
It's great to see you. This is the afternoon debate for the Garrison Memorial Golf and Curling Club. Limited Christmas party dates still available. Whether you have 50 or 150 people, we can host your party with a savory buffet dinner and quench your thirst with our full-service bar. Go to egmgolf.com for more details. That is egmgolf.com. So this is a fun segment we've been doing with Ben. It's Benny's Blind Rankings.
Okay, so for the people that are new, Benny's Blind Rankings, I give a topic, and there's 5 slots that I have to properly rank them in. Today's another opinionated topic. So there's no right or wrong answer. You're just going off what your opinion is.
We just feel shame after.
Yes. If you feel like you did it wrong, you feel shame. Today's Benny's Blind Rankings is going to be Canadian Olympic jerseys. All time Canadian Olympic team hockey jerseys. Yes.
So this could go back quite a ways. All right. Because yesterday, was it yesterday the new ones came out?
Yes.
2 days ago?
Yesterday, the 2026 Canadian Olympic jerseys came out.
Okay.
And speaking of those, that's what I'm going to lead you off with.
How many do I remember?
We'll show a graphic up on here.
Well, what one? Like, because I think the black.
Well, you got to rank the whole kit.
Yeah, it's the whole kit.
It's the whole kit?
Yeah. Just the whole.
I really like the center one, the white with the red maple leaf. I like that there's texture to the maple leaf. The black is just a little too black. You know, it could have been white with a black trim on the red jersey. But for me, I'm going to put this one at. I also like when the word Canada's on it. I'm going to put this at 4.
Okay. I don't mind these. They're nice and simple. It's a big, bold maple leaf. I'm with you, Jay. The texture on the leaf looks pretty good. The black maple leaf does not bother me on the red jersey. The black on black does. That
Yes.
red maple leaf on black really would have popped.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's decent. I think most of our jerseys are pretty sharp. And I don't mind the incorporation of black, but I still think that there are going to be better ones than this one. So I'm going to put it 4 as well. So this is 2026 at 4th. So Jay and I both doing that. All right.
Okay. That so he has both 4. Oh, it was 4 for 2026. Okay. Next is 1988.
Oh, these ones. Yeah, I remember these ones. That's the best photo we got.
That's all I could find, honestly.
That's the very understated old Hockey Canada logo
with the leaf inside the leaf,
which was very it's always looked sort of amateurish to me, though. I don't know.
I'm going 5.
Those aren't great. Those are 5
what year
for me.
Is this?
I don't know.
1988.
Well, you might roll out something, when there were club teams representing Canada, but those are not sharp.
Oh, there it's zoomed in a bit there.
Yeah, okay. If you're on YouTube, Coob. So these ones are the particular picture we have up. If you're not on YouTube, it's a white jersey with red shoulders and elbows, and the Hockey Canada logo, is a big red maple leaf. It's actually not that big. It's a red maple leaf, and then there's a white maple leaf sort of in the bottom lower right-hand third of it. But it doesn't really... I mean, I know it's a maple leaf, but the jerseys don't like scream at you. They don't. They're not exclamation point jerseys. So that's 88.
Yep.
You know who hosted the Olympics?
Calgary.
Yes,
Calgary.
Good job, Ben. I'm putting that 5 as well.
Are those blue pants?
I think they. I think they had blue as the other color as opposed to black. Yeah,
that would not fly.
So
now.
that takes a point out of it too.
Okay. 5
Five's
across.
Better not be anything really ugly now.
I will lead you. Okay, so the next one is 2014. In Sochi.
Yeah, I remember those. They're fine. Actually, I probably like this year's more, especially the white ones. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm definitely a fan of these. I like that it resembles our national flag more.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm going to go 2.
I'm going to go 3.
This is 2014?
Yeah.
As much as I like simple, those almost seem childishly simple. I don't know.
I like the Canada underneath.
Oh, yeah. So these ones are red jerseys. Who's featured in this? Taves. Is it Taves, Price, Ham, Houston, Weber?
Yep.
So it's a red jersey, but there's a large white stripe across the front, and then a maple leaf in the middle. So as Jay said, it almost looks like the flag.
Yeah. And I like that the white stripe carries over to the arm.
Oh, yeah. But it does not go around the back.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. The number was a white number on a red background.
Yeah. Okay. So Reid's got...
I have 1 and 2 left.
1 and 2 left. Jay's got 1 and 3 left.
I bet he just has some like ungodly ugly ones, Jay.
I don't know. I think they've gotten uglier through the years. I think the older some of them can be a bit.
Just like us.
Just like you and I, pal.
He has aged like fine wine.
Opened fine wine.
Oh, yeah, open fine wine. What year is this wine? Well, that's a 1980. Oh, God, it smells awful. Oh, it's been open since 1981.
This is like vinegar.
Your guys' next jersey is 1998.
Classic.
Oh, those ones too. Yeah.
Classic. I like that logo.
Yeah, that isn't a bad logo. I don't like the gray and white.
I don't either.
Apron strings.
I don't either.
I would actually take this year's over this one. So I'll put this one too. I've just totally boxed myself in here, Ben. Benny's boxed in blind rankings. Benny puts Reid in a box.
I do like that logo.
Why do you get the picture of us sulking after losing the shootout?
That's the only jerseys I could find that was good quality of it.
This is what?
So this is the logo for people who aren't on YouTube. The red uniforms, not a lot of no stripes or shoulder patches, but they're coming down from the shoulder and running underneath the arm are a thin white and gray stripe, and then the logo is a half red and half black maple leaf with the silhouette of a player skating in between the two halves. Actually, that's not a bad logo. Yeah, actually, you know what? I don't mind having these two after all.
Yeah, I don't mind this. So I'm putting it 3.
I think I put the current ones a little too low. I think maybe I underestimated how much I like the simplicity of the new ones.
I think you did too.
Because I would put 98 probably above 2014, but 2026 I wish I had. The 1988 ones were kind of
So ones are open for both.
So
you guys.
these are both going to be our favorite jerseys of all time, Jay. We have to run out and buy whatever this is.
Can't wait.
The 2010 Canadian
good.
Olympic jerseys.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine with those.
That's my number one anyways.
I'm fine with those.
Yeah.
Those are nice.
Yeah.
So it's the red jersey. It's a red maple leaf with white outline. It says Canada underneath. Again, it's nice and simple. It's clearly a Canadian jersey. Along the bottom, there's a medium thickness white stripe, then a red stripe, and then another white stripe. And same things on the elbows. Two white stripes with a patch of red in between. So a very classic striping style for a jersey. Prominent, bold maple leaf, not doing anything fancy with it. And that just looks like Canadian hockey. I'm fine putting those number one.
See, that's what I think they could have done with this year's jersey, the red one, where they still keep the maple leaf red or white, just outline it in black. I think the black is too much on the 2026. This to me is just, this is it. This is simplicity. I like this one. I'm happy. I think I won.
You're happy.
I'm
1 to 5.
I'm fine having 2010 one. I probably would have had 2026 2, then 98.
Really?
Then 88 I'm fine putting last.
Me too.
Now, you didn't use, I guess it wasn't an Olympic jersey, but the Canada Cup jerseys.
No,
That had the angled cutoff maple leaf with Canada up along the angle. I have a soft spot for those because the 87 Canada Cup is some of the best hockey I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And a thrilling moment. But that was not an Olympic jersey. You were just doing, and you didn't go back to the Edmonton Mercuries or some of the club teams that represented Canada. I wasn't sure if you were going to do that or not.
No, I not even that. I thought maybe adding in like World Juniors.
Coop's got the Team Canada, the Canada Cup.
Like, those are sweet.
Those are elite.
Yeah. Those are sweet.
Like, those would be number one. And even the Paul Henderson, where that was the bottom half of the jersey.
Oh, right.
Those are elite. And it just said Canada across the back nameplate, not their names.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Like that's the real deal. I loved those jerseys.
Yeah. But the ones from the 87 Canada Cup, that's a core hockey memory for me, is them winning that tournament, as the Henderson goal would be for some other people.
Yeah.
Those are elite. I thought about maybe adding in some World Junior jerseys in here, but I was like, you know what? Nope, we're keeping it straight Olympic.
To the Olympic. And since the NHL, well, and you used all NHL years. You didn't use any of the
I did not want to use the 2018 one or the older ones where the NHL wasn't involved. Wanted to have some good recollection. What's the word for that?
Recollection. You just combined recollection with recognition.
Yes, I did.
Recollection.
I did. Still learning the English language, guys.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's okay.
Hey, if you're watching us on YouTube, give us a thumbs up. Don't delay. Do not be a pleasure delayer. We're halfway to 100. We're only a third of the way through the show, but don't slow down. If you haven't clicked the thumbs up already, do it now. Or if you have clicked the thumbs up, share the show with somebody else. Tell them about all the fun stuff we do. And so copy the show link by hitting share, email it, or text it off. And let's get more people involved with the great thing we have here at Edmonton Sports Talk, presented by Play Alberta. So that was the afternoon debate for the Garrison Memorial Golf Club. Again, egmgolf.com to find out more. You can book your Christmas party there. And they got some great curling leagues going as well. Ben, quickly, our off-topic topic for William Huff. Mm-hmm. If you could be any animal for a day, what would you be?
I go shark, a great white shark, probably something like that, or maybe just some type of ocean animal, or just something that you can go deep in the water,
like a turtle,
like turtle, like something you can go deep in the water, because obviously that'd be so cool to be just like that low to the ground in the ocean.
Giant squid,
something like that, because
a kraken.
Kraken.
And then I could swim around going like, it's tentacle time, like I do when the Kraken are coming to town. All right, Ben, great work. Of course, Ben Thompson joining us here in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Pizza Sunday is back at the Canadian Brewhouse. After 4 p.m., grab an 8-inch 2-topping pizza for just $9.99. Wash it down with $6.99 doubles and $1 off Bud Light tankards. Hey, have a good weekend.
You as well.
Oh, hello hockey tomorrow at 10.
Hello hockey tomorrow at 10, and then oil pre and post at 7 o'clock tomorrow.
We're back with Justin Dunk from 3 Down Nation.
The Lock Shop.
The Ravens are basically 17-1.
The funny thing is if the Ravens get in, which they very much can, they'll have been playing at a really high level for the entire second half of the season. I will be very, very nervous about a Baltimore team because we know that on any given Sunday against any team, the Baltimore Ravens can win. And there's not a single team in this National Football League they're not capable of beating.
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Looking for flooring? Paramount Flooring has it all. Sales, service, and expert installation. With options for every style and budget, open 7 days a week. We've got you covered. Quick delivery and in-stock deals. Plus, EST listeners get 10% off. Visit ParamountFlooring.ca today.
You've always known GCL Diesel as the experts in diesel fuel systems. But did you know that GCL is also your source for turbochargers and turbo repair? As a turbo supplier for Garrett, Borg Warner, and Holset, GCL can provide genuine original equipment turbos at wholesale prices. Whether it's diesel, gas, natural gas, or performance, we can provide you with the turbo or custom repair you require. Turbo questions? We've got turbo answers. Visit us in the West End or online at GCLDiesel.com. GCL Diesel, turbochargers, understood.
Get ready for a feast like no other. 40-ounce steak night is back this November at the Canadian Brewhouse. Sink your teeth into a hand-cut 40-ounce ribeye with all the fixins for just $49.99. Tickets available now in store or at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
Hi, Dennis from Weiss Johnson here, and we're excited to be partnering up with the Nielsen Show and have a special deal exclusive for Nielsen Show listeners. Get 10% off any new Trane furnace, air conditioner, or heat pump installation from now until the end of October. Bundle a furnace with an AC or heat pump and get 25% off the package price. Get your home comfort now for all seasons with Weiss Johnson and Trane. Trane, it's hard to stop a train. Visit WJSportsTalk.com today.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Edmonton Stuart Skinner starts tomorrow against the Avalanche, while Oilers head coach Kris Knoblauch said that Mattias Janmark is close to returning, could play tomorrow or Monday. Plus, Zach Hyman is expected to be back within a week. A handful of games go tonight. The Rangers and Wings face off. Patrick Kane back in action for Detroit. He's missed the last 9 games with an upper body injury. We also have the Wild and Islanders matching up, while the Sharks and Jets close out the night. On the road, it's the Oil Kings in Medicine Hat to battle the Tigers at 7. From the Claire Drake Arena, it's the Golden Bears meeting the Cougars as the Nadukes women's hockey team drops a puck against the Rustlers at home at 6 o'clock. Meanwhile, Mac Jones gets a start for the 49ers on Sunday against the Rams. Brock Purdy is still questionable with a foot injury. He will serve as the backup if he's active for the game. The NBA in-season tournament, there's 11 games on tap. In Atlanta, the Raptors and Hawks hit the court. Around the league, the Mavericks tip off with the Grizzlies, while Golden State visits Denver. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your Sports Update. Hour 2 of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
Okay, good to have you tuning in this afternoon along with Jay Milne. I'm Reid Wilkins. Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. Jay's Play of the Day is up on playalberta.ca and the Play Alberta app. The Oilers play tomorrow night at 8 against the Avalanche. It's going to be a 7 o'clock GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show hosted by Tom Gazzola tomorrow night. Then he's on after the game to break it down. CFL playoff games tomorrow. We're going to dive into that here right away with Justin Dunk. NFL, who do the Commanders have on Sunday?
Bye.
Oh, so nobody. Seahawks got, who do the Seahawks have? Is it Tennessee?
Who do the Seahawks
I just was looking.
have?
No, it's not Tennessee.
Cardinals.
Oh, the Cardinals. Yeah, they already played them this season.
NFC West matchup.
And the Niners play the Rams. So one of those teams is getting to...
It's not a bye week this week. It's bye week next week. The Lions are coming in. That's not good.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Jaden Daniels doesn't need surgery, though. So
but is he out for the year or not?
No, they haven't said week to week.
Week to week? Okay. Well, that's good.
I mean, if it's dislocation, it pops in. You might have some
just tape it up.
Ligament damage, but probably.
Did you ever dislocate anything when you played?
Reid, I was like a unicorn in my.
You never got hurt.
I had tightness in my hamstrings, but that is it.
Yeah.
I blew my bursa sac once in my knee, and they had to come in and take a needle and drain it.
Did you watch?
Oh, the whole team watched. It was great.
Oh,
Dr. Naidu, who's now the Oilers team doctor, was our team doc.
Oh, right.
Point. It's fantastic.
Good. You're a tough guy.
Yeah.
Tougher than those kids whose careers you ended with those big hits. All right.
Well, this guy might have thrown his way to ending some careers.
Yeah,
so.
no kidding. Of course, we got our Voices of the Game segment. It is presented by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated since 1993. We're more than just plywood. We offer everything from doors and flooring to decking, fencing, and custom millwork. With a huge selection of hardwoods and knowledgeable staff, we're here for all your DIY needs. Windsor Plywood Leduc, the experts you need to know. This is the Oil Country Towing Hotline, of course, from 3 Down Nation. Justin Dunk checking in. Justin, you're on with Reid and Jay. How are you doing, sir?
Doing well, fellas. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thanks a lot for hopping on. I know it's busy here rolling into the playoffs, but we love speaking with you. I don't know if you caught the tail end of me and Jay talking, any dislocations or drainings that you recall from your football career?
Oh, my good God. I broke my collarbone. I remember as a big linebacker that went on to play, I think it was at Michigan State. He played down in Windsor. That hurt. No drainings, though. I had 2 hernia surgeries, and I think you could probably categorize that as a draining because those were painful. They were right near the groin, fellas. I won't give you any other details.
Okay, yeah, I think we could fill in the blanks. Fill the blanks there. All right. Well, again, thanks a lot for hopping on. Division finals tomorrow. Let's start with the Eastern game. Hamilton's at home, but Montreal, not just at quarterback, just when they've been healthy, they kind of don't lose, right? Like I look at Montreal as the favorite going into this game, even though they're on the road.
The odds makers would agree with you, Reid, and I can understand why. The defense has been flying around with Noel Thorpe, and then, as you sort of alluded to there, when Davis Alexander starts and finishes a game for the Alouettes, they're undefeated. So I totally get it, but the Tiger Cats are, for the most part, healthy at home, have had a week of rest, I think this is going to be a really good football game overall. But for me, it comes down to how well can Bo Levi Mitchell handle the pressure looks that Noel Thorpe is going to throw at him. Didn't seem like he dealt with them too well during the regular season, even in games when Davis Alexander wasn't playing.
Justin, given the the amount of playmakers, specifically receivers on both sides of that ball, are you expecting to see quite a few explosive plays in the Eastern Final tomorrow?
It's a possibility, but man, both secondaries have some all-stars in their own right. You look at the Hamilton Tiger Cats with Jamal Peters and Stavros Katsantonis, who led the Canadian Football League, or tied for the league, I should say, with 6 interceptions. And then you look at the backside for the Montreal Alouettes, a guy like Kabianento, who wasn't an all-star, but probably had a strong case to be one, even though he didn't have the interception statistics, plus some of his other buddies back there, like a Marc-Antoine Descroix, who knows how to make big plays in these big playoff games, I think could have an impact on the ball game. So yeah, you think these receivers are going to make big plays, but there's some strong defensive players as well.
Is that the number one game plan? I would even say offensive defense, just for the Hamilton Tiger Cats, is to try and make Davis Alexander uncomfortable, try to get Davis Alexander to turn the ball over.
Yes, but he does take very good care of the football, although he admitted he threw one bad interception last week, tried to force it in on the scramble. But the thing is, you try to make him uncomfortable in the pocket. He has shown that he can escape the pocket, make big throws down the field on the run, and then also take off when needed as well. So I think Davis Alexander is just that difficult to defend and game plan against because he's played at such a high level, and the confidence is just oozing out of this guy. Like, he has the audacity to come out after the game and say, yeah, we probably should have dropped 60 points on the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Like, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, he's got some swagger. And, I was watching that Montreal Winnipeg game, and I want to get your thoughts on that arm strength. And I know it isn't everything with a quarterback, but I was watching some of those, like, I don't know what the technical term is. I'm pretty simple, Justin. I call them short passes, long passes, and medium passes. And I was looking at like those medium passes, like 15 to 20 yards, and they were just flying in there. And, like Fajardo here in Edmonton, I respect everything about him, but I mean, he doesn't have that zip on the ball. Like, for a CFL quarterback, does Alexander have some of the better arm strength, or am I underestimating some of the other guys? What do you think?
No, I would say his arm strength is A or A plus in the Canadian Football League. I think of that deep ball that he hit to Austin Mack and the way that he threw it and it turned over, along with some of those intermediate throws you alluded to. And it's great to have that arm strength, but you also have to have the touch, drop it in over linebackers, in over defensive backs in coverage. So he has really the full arsenal in his toolkit kind of thing when he's throwing the football. And the Alouettes players would tell you, I don't think it would be news to Cody Fajardo that Davis Alexander has a stronger, bigger arm, but Cody Fajardo is still a really accurate quarterback. So it's just, they go about it in different ways, but Davis Alexander's arm strength is certainly impressive, and he uses it to his advantage for the most part, most times. I think that's how he threw that interception last week on the run, is he's thinking, man, I got this rocket of a right arm. I'm just going to stick it right there in the numbers, and he's going to catch it for a first down like we always do. But it was a little late, a little off schedule, and that's why I got picked.
Justin Dunk from 3 Down Nation joining us. He's on the Oil Country Towing Hotline. Let's go to the West. Like, talking about quarterbacks, I mean, look, I think we know Rourke is awesome, what he can do with the ball. Is this, to me, it's simple. I want to know if it's this simple for you. If the BC defense shows up and can get stops, they win the game. If the BC defense plays in some of the games earlier this season where they're giving up 400, 500 yards, then it's right there for Saskatchewan. That's the unit that I focus on in the West. What are you seeing?
I think I would agree for the most part with that. Nathan Rourke does have the ability to take over a game and win a shootout. We have seen that. But I look at Trevor Harris as, I think, being underrated in this football game. If Saskatchewan had not locked up first place early, I believe, would be easily talking about Trevor Harris having thrown for 5,000 plus yards. And you'd look at the last game, to your point about the BC defense. I mean, the last game for the Riders, regular season finale, doesn't mean anything in the standings. Trevor Harris comes out and he was surgical against that Lions starting unit in a game that BC needed to win to have home field advantage in the West semifinal. He went touchdown, field goal, touchdown. And then Mark Mueller's like, okay, you're looking pretty good for the playoffs. You can sit on the bench the rest of the time. So I think you're right about the way that the defense needs to play for BC to really have a shot. That said, though, Rider Nation, and I'm in Regina right now, and I've heard from a bunch of Rider fans, is worried that Nathan Rourke, Keon Hatcher, Justin McInnes, and the rest can take over a game and score in a blank.
Justin Dunk joining us here on the Reid Wilkins Show. Justin of 3 Down Nation. I just, saying that, the Rough Riders haven't really had to play meaningful games to close out the season. Is there any of that, rust debate? I know certainly we saw it leading up to the World Series, where the Blue Jays were just coming off a 7-game series. The Dodgers swept. The Rough Riders haven't played in a meaningful game in quite a while. Do you think any of that affects tomorrow's game?
I don't think so at all. The Riders have not viewed their final regular season games as meaningless. In fact, a lot of their backup players almost got a win in Winnipeg over the Bombers, and then almost got a win at home over the BC Lions. The standard, as Corey Mace likes to say, is the standard. And I think this team is locked in and ready to go. And, as an analyst or former university player, I just don't buy that rest versus rust kind of thing. You show up, you're prepared, especially as a professional, and you put your best game out there week in and week out, and especially in these big games.
How, I guess it's pretty unique, especially in the West, to have such, young coaches at the helm. Here you've got Corey Mace and Buck Pierce going head to head, and Corey Mace has a grinded out defense first style, at least defensive minded approach for his team, and Buck Pierce is a wide open, high octane offense. Is this something where one of those coaches is going to have to change ultimately a bit of their game plan to win the game tomorrow? And ultimately, because I don't know, I feel that this Western Conference has proven to be much better than the East, and I feel like whoever comes out of this has got to be the favorite heading into the Grey Cup. But do you think one of these coaches has to change a bit, change their style to try and win that game tomorrow in Regina?
I don't think they're necessarily going to change their style and who they are, but they're certainly going to put all the cards on the table to get to the Grey Cup. I think we're going to see the best game plan possible from Buck Pierce and Corey Mace, and pull out some plays, on offense for the Riders. Like I think of Mark Mueller has had AJ Ouellette throwing passes in the past. We've heard some talk about Trevor Harris potentially catching passes. I don't necessarily know if we're going to see that in the West Final, but I think we're going to see some wrinkles to mix it up, to keep Nathan Rourke guessing, to try to keep the veteran Trevor Harris guessing on offense. So I don't think they're necessarily going to change who they are in terms of, what they like to call in certain situations, but I think we're going to see different packages or different plays that we haven't seen from them this season to try to keep the other team off balance.
Okay, Justin, one more for you here. You said you're in Regina. I've looked at the weather. I know what it's like here in Edmonton. I know there's supposed to be a system moving in. What are you hearing from there? Is this going to be a bit of a weather game tomorrow?
I don't know in terms of, some flurries coming, but it's definitely going to be cold. I don't pretend to play weatherman here. I guess you're sort of asking me to do that, but it is chilly here right now. They're talking about it being around 10 degrees and maybe feeling like 15 degrees here tomorrow, Saturday, and then it's going to get chillier as the game wears on too, as you get more and more into the evening. So I certainly think that whichever team deals with the cold the best is going to have a great chance to come out on top. Fellas, it's going to be the coldest game that's likely played in the Canadian Football League this season, because it looks like, a longer term forecast in Winnipeg is actually somewhat decent.
Right. Okay. Justin, we love having you. We always enjoy your perspective. Thanks for going down memory lane with your injuries. I'm sure you're like, this is how this dude is starting the interview. Seriously. But we appreciate those stories too.
That's okay. I'll leave you with this, man. Honestly, I remember, I won't say the clinic I went to because it was supposed to be a really good hernia repair clinic. And I felt like at one point I was just in this dark dungeon room and I was half out of it. And I think I'm peeing on the doctor. So I'll leave you with that.
That's amazing. All right. Thank you, Justin. Justin Doug.
Bye, guys.
From 3 Down Nation, or perhaps number 1 Nation, after the story he just told us at the end. I love Justin. Great football analysis, and then just slides in at the end. Quick story about urinating on a doctor. All right. Nothing to it.
Well, that was great story. Former Guelph Griffin was setting records there.
Same time you were playing?
He was short. Just after I stopped is when he started.
Okay.
So I think we may have crossed over 1 year, but awesome story. What they're doing over at 3 Down Nation, it's all full-time CFL. So if you want a good follow across all your social platforms, check out 3 Down Nation.
That's incredible. So let's do our picks now.
Sure.
So we went 2-0 last week. Our differential, I think you were closer for the differential. We foolishly didn't save the exact scores.
But I will save these.
But I did say Montreal would win on a field goal at the end of the game, and they didn't. They won by 9, right? Mm-hmm. And I had BC winning, I think, by 17 or 18. And they won on a last-second field goal, and I think you said the BC game was going to be closer. Yeah. So you were a little more accurate. Montreal at Hamilton. That game's going to be at 1:00 Mountain Time tomorrow. I just think Montreal is healthy. They got the defense. They got the offense. They got the O-line. I mean, we've had Justin Lawrence on the show. I think they're just flat out better than Hamilton, but I do expect a close game because I still think Hamilton is pretty good. So I'm going to go with Montreal 27, Hamilton 24. I'll go that close.
Montreal 27, Hammer 24.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think it's going to be close. I think that Montreal is going to come out and impose their offensive game plan and put Hamilton down early. I think they're going to make Bo Levi Mitchell uncomfortable, force turnovers. That defense is elite. I have Montreal 38, Hamilton 14.
All right, BC at Saskatchewan. Well, you have to go first.
Okay, I think this is going to be a shootout. I do. I agree. Weather, I'm not buying it. Rust, I'm not. This is going to be two electric offenses. The only concern I have, although I am favoring BC, is BC's defense. But they did look better. They have improved, over the past 3-4 weeks. So I have BC winning 35-33.
I've been telling myself for the last couple of weeks that I'm going to pick BC.
I know what you're doing here.
Actually, I still haven't. I'm still making up my mind who I'm going to pick.
Yeah, it is one of those games, Reid, which is great. That's awesome for people like us who don't really have a vested interest.
I mean, Nathan Rourke is the best player in this game.
Yeah. Davis might give him a run for his money.
In this game.
Oh, in this game.
In this game.
Oh, I thought you meant in the game. In the CFL game.
In the BC Saskatchewan game.
Correct.
I think Nathan Rourke is the best player in that game. He's not perfect, but he's good. I mean, it's not going to be incredibly chilly, so let's not act like it's the 96 Grey Cup or whatever the snowstorm was in Hamilton between Edmonton and Toronto. Trevor Harris is sharp. I do think Trevor Harris can be knocked off his game. I just don't know if the BC defense is good enough to do that. I mean, they do have Betts. So as I'm talking myself through this, I'm going to have to go with the Lions because I think if it comes down to a quarterback making a play in the last 5 minutes, Rourke is much better equipped to do that than Trevor Harris and to get the ball down the field. I don't think the weather will be a huge factor either. I will take the Lions to win it 32-29. BC 32, Saskatchewan 29.
So both of us have that game.
We both,
at 3 points spread.
Yeah, we both have the road team. We have both road teams.
Yeah. I mean, just think of what a story that would be. Undefeated Davis Alexander in the playoffs.
Against the It Boy,
Nathan Rourke. Boy, Canadian kid.
That Rourke's going to take you to Fantasy Island.
Be great.
But I think it's the last 4 teams, and playoff games are usually tight, but I think both with the potential to be highly entertaining and highly nail-biting, quite frankly. What?
Dave in Section T.
Okay.
Who is a Golden Bears alum himself, says Jay was a safety in the style of Jack Tatum. Always the hammer, never the nail. Always the windshield, never the bug.
Yeah, well, you crushed people.
Well, thank you, Dave. It's very.
You
very
showed
nice
that one highlight last year of you ending a young man's career.
Yeah. We should interview him. We should find out who that was.
Interview. Yeah, that would be interesting, actually.
Yeah. Do you that would be really interesting. There was a Sobe Safeway beer and liquor of the week rep that was in here that I played against. He played at Simon Fraser. We played in the 2006 Hardy Cup against each other.
Oh, really?
Or 2003 or something. Yeah, I forget the year.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was.
Who won that game?
They did.
I'm sorry.
That's fine.
780-218-9999 is how you text the afternoon inbox presented by River Cree Resort and Casino. They have Tap 25 Restaurant, $18.99 prime rib special, 7 days a week, except show nights from 11:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. That's available for dine-in and takeout. Some more clips and observations from Oilers practice when we get back. Here's the Coop.
head coach Kris Knoblauch gave an update on both Mattias Janmark and Zach Hyman. Janmark is closing in on a return, could play tomorrow or Monday, while Hyman's return window is within a week. Knoblauch also added that Stuart Skinner will get the call tomorrow against Colorado. Just 4 games in the NHL tonight. The Jets and Sharks play at 8 o'clock. Calgary plays host to Chicago. The Islanders take on the Wild, and the Red Wings challenge the Rangers. Patrick Kane back in action for Detroit after missing the last 9 games with an upper body injury. From Medicine Hat, the Oil Kings and Tigers duke it out. Edmonton first in the Eastern Conference, puck drop at 7. And from Edmonton, the Golden Bears battle the Cougars, and the Nate Ooks women's hockey team drop the puck against the Rustlers at 6. In the NFL, Mac Jones will start once again for the 49ers this week against the Rams. Brock Purdy as questionable for San Fran due to his turf toe injury. If he is active for the game, will serve as backup. The NBA in-season tournament has 11 games. Toronto visits Atlanta. Tip-off at 5:30. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc. Locally owned and operated since 1993. They're more than just plywood. They offer everything from doors and flooring to decking, fencing, and custom millwork. Windsor Plywood Leduc. They're the experts you need to know. The Oilers conversation carries on. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
Chris Johnston, TSN, and The Athletic.
Doesn't look like they're going to get a chance to properly practice again for about a month. It's a very demanding schedule with the Olympics compressing things, but the Oilers kind of needed to get it together. I mean, I think it's especially imperative when, they have this kind of schedule coming up, because the games are just going to be flying fast and furious after they get through Saturday with Colorado.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings 6 to 9. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
When you cater with Royal Pizza, you're getting the same great pizzas, pastas, and salads you love, just bigger and built for a crowd. Perfect for teams, offices, or parties, Royal Pizza's catering brings real value around $10 per person. Delicious, high quality, and easy. If you like their pastas, you'll love their catering pastas even more. Visit royalpizza.ca or contact your local store for exact pricing and details.
So come on home, Royal Pizza, still making it great.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
The River Cree Resort and Casino features the best in live entertainment, including international U2 tribute band, Desire, November 14th. Performing decades of U2's greatest hits, it's Desire, November 14th at the River Cree. Tickets for this show and more at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
All right, thanks a lot for joining us. If you're on the YouTube stream, you just caught Jay and I executing the lamest high fives in high five history. Give us a thumbs up for our lame high five if you're on YouTube. We need about 35 thumbs to get to 100 for the show. We like to reach that milestone every day. Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. Why settle for less when you can have it all? Only Play Alberta brings you casino games, live dealers, lottery, instants, and sports betting all in one place. Players can get a $50 casino bonus by depositing $50. Use the code EST Casino. You can get a $50 free sports bet by depositing $50 and using the code EST Sports. Don't forget to use your game sense. You know what else I like about the Play Alberta app? If you have it on your phone, you can go to lottery and pick scan tickets, and it'll turn your camera on and you line up.
Oh, really?
The rectangle with the code on your ticket, and it'll tell you if you won anything or not.
You know, I don't know if I've ever bought a lottery ticket.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
I've bought a couple of the scratch ones for like a gift exchange.
Okay.
You know, $20. You put together $25 worth of scratch offs.
Yeah.
But I don't know that I've bought like a Lotto 649.
Because my mom has been playing the same numbers since Lotto 649 started.
Seriously?
In 85 or 86.
I'm guessing they haven't hit.
No. No. And I will buy quick picks when I think of them, so I could have a ticket for 3 straight draws and then not have a ticket for a month and a half. But if there's a big draw, I'm always like, well, why not spend $10 on a ticket or something like that? But I mean, having said that, 70 million, 5 million, I'd be really happy either way.
I do find that to be funny. Like, oh, it's over 100 million. I better buy
buy a ticket now.
2.5 million? Pff, ain't worth my time.
How many boats do I buy with that?
Yeah. Lame.
Yeah. I think the most I've won, I think I might have won like 150 on a scratch ticket, but I think that might have even been a stocking stuffer. But yeah, you can scan the ticket barcode on the Play Alberta app, and it'll tell you whether or not you won. That's interesting. You're not into buying tickets.
No, just.
I guess you could argue if you're spending a lot of money every single draw, but again, you win. You happen to be lucky enough to get the 14 million to 1 win or whatever.
Look at this! I'm getting a random call right now from somewhere in Grand Prairie.
Oh my goodness!
Should I answer?
Sure, if you want to. What do you think it is?
I don't know. Oh, the call ended.
Oh, the call ended. They realized you were on air.
Yeah. Should we do a limerick?
Let's do a limerick.
Atif has sent one in. A defenseman play who gives us fits as his passing turns over in bits, but is bomb from the point. Will the puck sharply anoint with power that rarely quite quits?
Not bad.
Not bad.
Lines 3 and 4 a little too long.
Yeah,
that's a common problem.
Last line probably could have lost one of the Q words.
Yes.
But pretty good.
Pretty good. I enjoy it. Send in a limerick. Oh, we got one here from Mike. Let's do Mike's as well. Or is this yesterday's?
No, that's today. Now, he should be going as a different name.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I clicked on the wrong one. Yeah.
What is that? Vacuous Rancour, Montenegro?
Yes.
Can you believe that it's snowing? That's a dilly. It's the winter season, you fool. Don't be silly. This cold white stuff isn't new, unless you're one of the few raised running through the balmy jungles of Chile. Very good.
That's pretty good. That is pretty good. So there's look, we know what a cool lottery to win would be. There's one called the Daily Grand.
Oh, okay.
It's $1,000 a day for the rest of your life.
$1,000.
So it wouldn't be as much as if you won 70 million, but it'd be like you'd wake up and you check your bank account. Oh, there's another $1,000.
Ooh, boy.
That'd be nice, eh?
Yeah.
And I think if I won that, I would pick $1,000 a day for life. I think you can take a $7 million lump sum, or it's $1,000 a day.
Well, 7 million. So that would be 7 million divided by 365,000, right?
Right.
Would tell you exactly. So if you plan on living 20 years or longer, you should take the 1,000 per day.
Yeah.
But I guess if you did take the one-time payout, you could invest it and probably make up that in interest. And you know.
Right. So it says here the annuity will last for the remainder of the winner's life with a guaranteed period of 20 years. A beneficiary is chosen to receive the remainder of the 20-year minimum if the winner dies before the 20 years passes. So it's basically, it's $1,000 a day for the rest of your life, minimum 20 years. So That's pretty good. And what I would do is then I would pick, some relatives, and then they'd all have a day. So what I would do is I would take $1,000 a day for 15 days of the month. And then every second day I'd have the money automatically go to like a cousin's account, or, I would just pick probably all my cousins and spread it out, a couple aunts.
Do you think I'd find a day in there, a day of the month, where you'd bless me with $1,000?
Well, we're not related. I mean, you'd have to draw in all seriousness, you'd have to draw the line.
Yeah.
That's how you lose all the money that you thought you had.
Do you think our show would be sponsored by Reid Wilkins?
Yeah, I would just sponsor my own show. I'd just be like, Dustin, how much to sponsor
Here
my
you
own
go.
show? The Reid Wilkins Show with Jay Milne, presented by Reid Wilkins. He'd be like, really? That's what you'd want it to say. I'm like, yeah, it would just be like the most meta thing ever. A show promoting itself.
That'd be
The Reid Wilkins Show
boss move
with Jason Milne, presented by the Reid Wilkins Show with Jason Milne.
Reid Wilkins and Associates.
Like the live reads would be, hey, if you like this show, don't forget to check out the Reid Wilkins. What? Isn't that what I'm listening to?
You'd have to make up a fake company, though. Reid Wilkins and Associates.
Yeah, I guess we could just make up a fake company. Just say, it's presented by
Reid
Strawberry
Wilkins.
Assets. And people are Googling, like, what is this?
Wilkins, Barristers and Solicitors.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, you can take the lump and then invest it. Probably get, 8 to 10% back a year. Pretty.
Yeah, I'd probably just take
I'd take the lump.
Would you? You take the $7 million?
Yeah.
I'd take the $1,000 a day.
I'd put at least 3/4 of it into K4 Financial with Joaquin Gage's good hands.
Right.
And say, just don't talk to me for 20 years. Just come back to me when it doubles.
And then you could get Coop the Corgi a gold-plated water dish.
The Corgi would eat out of a new dish every day.
And then you could donate the old dish.
And it would only drink the finest distilled water from Paris.
I think he'd prefer tap water.
He'd be like, what are you guys doing?
Just give me regular water.
Just give me belly rubs. That's all I want.
Oilers tomorrow against the Colorado Avalanche. Here is Mattias Ekholm. Jay, that is not coming through. Do you have control of my audio?
I do not.
No? Okay, well, we'll have to get to that in a second. The Oilers will play Alec Regula with Darnell Nurse tomorrow. So Wallman will be with Kulak. There was a minor, I didn't catch the whole thing. It looked like Frederic and Wallman might have had a little shove in the corner.
Ooh.
And then some words for each other. A couple of guys stepped in and were like, okay, let's calm down. It wasn't like they were fighting or were going to fight. But I don't mind seeing those moments at practice, especially with this team. Now, it'd be nice if they got angry at the other team.
Yeah, I'm all. Hey, right now with the lack of intensity from this team,
yeah,
give me any practice skirmish you want.
Coop, do I have my thing up here? Knoblauch talking about putting Nurse with Regula.
Doc and Regula started the season together. Well, I shouldn't say started the season. They played a game together in Vancouver, and they were a strong pair. And we just felt that, we just felt we needed to make a change. And they had a very strong game against Vancouver at home, and hopefully they can pick up where they left off. And we want to do it sooner than later, but we also want to give Reggie a little bit of time to, get acclimated again. We'd spent so much time not playing and practicing very little that we just didn't want to put him in that position. And we want to revisit that now.
All right, and here is Ekholm talking about the Colorado Avalanche.
If there's one thing I know about this group is whether we have our backs against the wall or we're playing really good teams, that brings usually the best out of us. So excited for that type of game. I think, Hockey Night in Canada, all the things you can ask for. It's going to be a good measuring stick for us as well. We know they've had a good start to the season, but it's usually really good games against them.
Avalanche are 8-1-5, a 750 points percentage. They are 4-1-3 on the road. The Oilers are 6-5-4 on the season, a 533 points percentage. They are 4-0-2 at home, so they do have 10 out of a possible 12 points on home ice. I just, Jay, and you said it, man. Like, you made a great point earlier. Like, here are the Oilers doing interviews. Meow. And even then, we're getting told, and I'm not trying to argue with Ekholm, but I'm just saying, because a lot of media and fans have said this too. Well, they'll get up for the Avalanche. Well, you better. Like they're running out of not excuses, but they're running out of motivation. Well, we got to get the lead. Oh, well, we got to hold the lead. Yeah, I guess we got to work on that. Well, wait. No. Once we play the Avalanche, then we'll wake up. Like, at some point, just wake up. Like, yes, I get it. There are certain games on the calendar that have a little more meaning. I told the story a couple of days ago about an ex-player who said, when a team is way ahead in the standings and has a playoff spot locked up, they might not look great every night, but they'll focus on a little road trip or, we're playing another division winner back-to-back. Or, they'll focus on that. So I get that. You might say, the stars are aligning for a big showdown. McCarr, MacKinnon, McDavid, Draisaitl, Hockey Night in Canada. The Avalanche are doing great. The Oilers need to wake up. But the Oilers keep telling us, well, it's, and even McDavid said it's not early anymore. Like, this isn't early season anymore. This isn't an early season funk. This isn't guys aren't sure who their line mates are anymore. I mean, the lines have stabilized. The last few games.
Yes, they have.
I mean, sure, there's a little bit of tinkering, and Regula comes back in, but we've generally seen some line stability. So it's kind of like, okay, like what do you? I just continue to say, well, what are you waiting for? Okay, like, well, they kept falling behind on that road trip. Well, it'd be nice to play with the lead. Okay, you get the lead. Well, you lose both those games. Okay, no, hold on. Now we're playing the Avalanche on Saturday. Okay, now we got a reason. Like, having a game in itself should be a reason. Yes, some games are bigger than others. So if they go out there and get smoked by the Avalanche, then what's their talking point going to be about being ready to play and playing a complete game?
What if what Mattias Ekholm is saying there is echoing what happened in that first intermission a few games back? And he's saying, look, if there's any time for this team to get up and get off the mat and play like they're supposed to play, it's no time's better than tomorrow night.
I hope so.
For all these reasons. Here's why. So maybe he's just saying, look, this should help us get up for this game, which maybe once they finally get off the mat and play a 60-minute, some semblance of a good hockey team or a consistent hockey team, then they can build off that. We'll see.
Well, yeah, I fair enough.
Do you at all think with these, you got Tomashik centering Howard and Savoy?
Yeah, the new guys. Well, I know Tomashik's not young, but the inexperienced line.
Is this a bit of a showcase for these guys to say? Because look, there's players coming back. Probably to start that road trip or close to.
Yeah, I mean, Hyman could play Monday. We'll see.
So something's got to change. Money's got to leave to get that money back in the cap.
Right.
So, one or two of these players, I mean, I think Lazar would be a candidate to probably be sent down.
Yeah, or they might just make it easy and send down the guys who are waiver exempt, which is that line.
Yeah, that one might be the case.
I'm not saying all three of them would go down.
What about on defense, Reid? Is this something where one of those bottom guys, I mean, Stetcher's name has come up.
Yeah.
In talks. Is that something you could see on the horizon? Is him shaking free,
Sure.
involved in some sort of
And that
trade?
would be more just for them to clear off some room more than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
And try to get something from him just in case if he got claimed if you sent him down.
Because Regula has almost come in and made Stetcher.
Yeah. Because you'd keep Emerson as your 7, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm just saying tomorrow, like it's great if I with the orders, I'm just show me. Just show me. You keep saying you can play better. Now it's exciting to play the Avalanche and try to be only the second team this year to beat them in regulation time. Great. I get all the storylines. I get all the storylines, but you gotta go out there and execute and make the story happen. You can't just be like, oh, this is the type of game we should be up for. Oh, we aren't. Like, go do it.
Mm-hmm. Well, we started this segment with the limerick. Let's finish it with one.
Sure.
And we got Oil Kings play-by-play Mat Barrett coming up next.
Yeah.
All right, this comes in from Box Numberer. We seek advice how to bet. I'll take all the tips I can get. While this time of year is bursting with cheer on Tuesday, lest we forget.
Very good.
Well said.
Very classy. Very well done. Mat Barrett is with the Oil Kings in Medicine Hat. The Oil Kings are doing very, very well this season, so we'll dive into that story a little bit. Jed Roberts at the top of the hour, buying or selling in the words of the day still before 6 o'clock. Give us a thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. Delay no longer. Here comes the Coop.
Oilers head coach Kris Knoblauch gave some injury updates. Mattias Janmark is, quote, very close. Knoblauch also added that Zach Hyman is expected to be back within a week and that Stuart Skinner will start tomorrow against the Avs. Catch the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. Tom Gazzola and Ben Thompson preview the game live tomorrow at 7 right here on EST. Tonight, the NHL has 4 games, including the Rangers and Wings matching up at 5 o'clock. In the WHL, it's the Oil Kings and Tigers duking it out at 7, while at the Claire Drake Arena, the Golden Bears battle the Cougars, and at the Nest, it's the Nate women's team battling the Rustlers at 6. For the Jays, George Springer has won the Silver Slugger Award as a designated hitter. Springer has now won the award 3 times in his career. Tomorrow, in the CFL, it's the Alouettes and Ticats kicking off for the Eastern Final, while out west, BC visits Saskatchewan at 4:30. And on the court tonight, there's 11 games with Toronto meeting Atlanta at 5:30. Mat Barrett, the play-by-play voice for the Oil Kings, checks in next. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The EST Hangout.
There's great storylines either way. Nathan Rourke versus Davis Alexander is a great story. Nathan Rourke against Bo, old face of the league versus new face of the league. I just mentioned Trevor Harris, Davis Alexander, and then if you get Bo versus Trevor, 2 old guards still at it.
What do you think of the fact that Saskatchewan hasn't played a competitive game?
Doesn't matter.
In 3 weeks.
Doesn't matter. Edmonton Oilers did it in 2015.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
What a ride it was. The Blue Jays have made our whole country proud. Sentinel Storage is honored to stand with Canada's team every step of the way. Thank you, Blue Jays. Sentinel Storage, official storage provider of the Toronto Blue Jays.
The temperature may be dropping, but the action's heating up. Play Alberta is offering odds boosts on every Oilers game all season long. This is your chance to score big. And for a limited time only, our listeners get an exclusive $50 free bet when they deposit $50 using EST50. That's code EST50 for an exclusive $50 free bet. Alberta wins with Play Alberta. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, please use your game sense.
EST Afternoons.
Jeff Hamilton from the Winnipeg Free Press.
You look at the other way, the BC and the Montreal, and you got 2 of the greatest, youngest quarterbacks in the league right now battling it out. Kind of an old guard, new guard. Not saying that there isn't that opportunity, guys, for those 2 teams to, whatever. It could be a BC versus a Hamilton game. I see Montreal getting through, and I see the Riders getting through, and that's how I'm predicting it.
EST Afternoons, weekday afternoons 1 to 3, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Where holiday cheer meets great beer. This season, celebrate at the Canadian Brewhouse. From plated dinners and festive buffets to casual pub-style parties, we've got the perfect space for your crew. Book your holiday party today at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
The Oil Stream.
If they come and lay an egg tomorrow night.
Here's the thing with that. As much as they haven't played up to potential this season, which they haven't, let's not kid ourselves, they're still right there. Does that not ease the blow a little bit? Do we overlook that?
What are they? 6, 5, and 4. They're 1 game over 500. Well, fake 500.
They have lost 9 games.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Okay, hope you're having a great Friday afternoon. Snowy out there today, so drive safe. I mean, obviously could be a lot worse in terms of snowfall and cold temperatures that we've seen, but usually a little bit of adjustment when it first comes down. I can't believe it snowed, though. I can't believe it. I also can't believe it's not butter. Wasn't that a product for a while? I can't believe it's not butter a thing?
Yeah, what was that for?
I can't believe it's not butter.
Oh, that was the name of it?
That was the name of the thing.
They sell, right?
I thought it was actually called that. Wasn't there something called I can't believe it's
Is
not
it
butter?
Bacell or B-cell?
Bacell, I think.
Are you a Bacell guy or butter?
Well, I usually keep margarine in the fridge, but butter is better to use, I think, for cooking.
We don't use margarine
at all.
No.
Okay. I can go. Well, I usually have margarine in the fridge. Just kind of, I find it easier to store, don't you? I don't know.
We just keep ours in a butter tray.
Butter churn.
Nah.
Churn it fresh every morning.
Every day. That's why these pipes are so big.
All right. It's time to get fired up. And we are fired up for the Edmonton Oil Kings because they are doing great this season. Fired up for Gemco Fireplaces, proudly serving Edmonton and area for 45 years. The authorized dealer for Napoleon Fireplaces. Whether it's gas or wood burning, look no further than Canadian-made Napoleon Fireplaces. All the Napoleon products you need are available at Gemco, 9281 50th Street. Mat Barrett is the play-by-play voice for your Edmonton Oil Kings. Great to have him on the show. Matt, it's Reid and Jay. How are you doing?
Doing wonderful, gents. Always a pleasure to be on.
We love having you. Where are you right now?
I am in the broadcast booth here in Medicine Hat. So beautiful rink here in Med Hat at Co-op Place. So
how old is that rink now?
It's not very old. I'd say maybe 6 years old, 7 years old or something like that.
Yeah, I was going to say it's relatively new because I think it was the old one got... Did they tear it down or what did they do with the old one? Do you know?
I'm not even sure, to be completely honest. I know they had like some flooding issues with it because it was like close to the river or whatever, but I'm not sure if it's still like intact and just like standing or what is being done with it, to be completely honest with you.
Well, thanks for joining us relatively soon to you doing a broadcast. But we want to talk about the Oil Kings 13-4-2 on the season. That is outstanding. 28 points in 19 games, 737 points percentage. I like the expectations were fairly high, but they're doing it on the ice. How are they doing it?
Yeah, well, right now it's scoring a lot of goals, that's for sure. 29 goals over a 4-game stretch is pretty darn good. So, when you're winning games, you're scoring a lot, the vibes are high. So it's easy to get up for games for this group for sure. And they've found ways to win a lot of hockey games. There was a bit of a blip there maybe 2 weeks ago, but they've managed to get through it. And this team's kind of flying high right now. The goaltending's really good. The offense, the power play's good. The PK has been solid. It just feels like everything's clicking and the chemistry is really as high as it's been all year.
So who are some of the guys that are really driving the bus here?
Well, Max Curran was player of the week in the WHL this week. He's got 13 points in 4 games. So that's pretty darn good. He's really found a nice little groove here for the Oil Kings. And Ethan McKenzie's on a 5-game point streak right now. He's got 10 points over, a 5-game point streak, and he's second in defenseman scoring in the WHL. So, when you can have things like that, just as the tip of the iceberg, is pretty good for a group when you can rely on guys like that.
All right, so Medicine Hat tonight, and they're a decent team too, right? So this should be a good showdown?
Yeah, this will be a good game. This is 2 teams that I guess don't like each other, that's for sure. And Medicine Hat's still right in the thick of things in the Eastern Conference standings. So this is a game you really want to be up for and want to be ready for, because maybe come March, these 2 points could be pretty important.
All right, so Medicine Hat tonight. I'm just going to go through something here for people. And Jay and I were saying usually, we love always talking to Oil Kings, but we often have interviews during or leading into a homestand, to maybe help you guys a little bit or remind fans like, oh yeah, I got to get to a game. We're not doing that this time. We're doing it simply because you guys are a great story. But we also have to talk about this. So the 11th at Kamloops, 14th at Victoria, 15th at Vancouver, 18th at Penticton, 19th at Kelowna, 22nd at Prince George. So that's all one big, let's drive the bus around BC.
Exactly. 2 weeks on the road. I think it's going to be fun. This is always when the group gets really close and the players get really, mold together. So it's always a lot of fun, I think, and a lot of BC players on this team. So they're always going to, enjoy playing in front of friends and family.
Now, are you guys? You're not going right from Medicine Hat to Kamloops, are you? No. I assume you're coming back to Edmonton for the weekend.
Yeah. Quick little one hitter, and then maybe do a little bit of laundry, and then we'll hit the road again.
Okay. And this Penticton team is this the team that was in the franchise that was in the BCHL?
Yeah. So essentially the bones of the team is the team that was in the BCHL, but there's only a handful of players that were actually on that team because a few of them did have rights in the WHL. So it's a bit of a hodgepodge, and they did the expansion draft, so they have a bunch of WHL experience there as well. But the only thing that's essentially the same is the ownership and the name of the team and the building they play in.
Which is a very good building.
It is.
Yeah, that's where the rookie tournament would be that I used to go cover. All right, and then I should tell people after the Oil Kings have their BC trip, their next game is a road game. But it's in Red Deer, so it's after the. So I'll remind people to go to oilkings.ca. The next home game is Sunday the 30th, and there are several home games in December. When's the big teddy bear game? Is that
December 7th against PA.
Okay, a month away, so people can already start thinking about that too. Okay, Matt, we love having you. Thanks for being so generous with your time, as always. Keep in touch on the road. Maybe there's a good story or two, or if one of the guys has a huge game, we'll try to shine the light on him as well. We really appreciate it.
Hey, gents, absolutely. Anytime. Keep it going.
Right on. Mat Barrett's the play-by-play voice for the Edmonton Oil Kings. I mean, they're doing really well. I mean, we saw the rankings preseason. They were supposed to be good, but like I said, 13-4-2. They have scored 86 goals. No other WHL team has scored more than... couple teams have scored in the mid to low 70s. Every other team is below 70. A lot of teams are below 60.
They've scored 29 goals in their last 4 games. Reid.
Yeah, 86. They've scored 86 goals in 19 games, and they've only given up 55. I mean, it's not like they got to win 7-6. They're doing very, very well. That'll be a good game. Medicine Hat's 10-5-2, so that'll be a good one tonight. We love talking about the Oil Kings. Great franchise to deal with. I mean, they've been really good to us with guests. And hey, Radomski comes in, they promote their stuff. That's part of the way they get people into the building, and good for them. We're happy to talk about that stuff too.
Absolutely.
All right. Oilers tomorrow at 7 for the Oil Stream GCL Diesel pregame show on EST. Game at 8 against Colorado. CFL tomorrow. So we're both picking Montreal and BC in close games.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll see how that shakes down as well. 780-218-9999 is how you can text us. That's the afternoon inbox presented by River Cree Resort and Casino, home of the kitchen restaurant, Sundays and Mondays, 50% off the entire menu. That's available Sundays and Mondays, 5 p.m. until close. You can also post in the Nasty Chat on YouTube. If you are there, please give us a thumbs up. If you've already done so, share the show link with somebody else and encourage them to give us a thumbs up and become a regular EST audience member. Email reid@edmontonsportstalk.com or jay@edmontonsportstalk.com. In the final hour, straight ahead, Jed Roberts, buying or selling, the words of the day, and maybe a few laughs. Who knows? Maybe a turtle will show up and make us all smile. Here's the 5 o'clock break.
2 guys and a goalie.
Cass, am I right to raise an eyebrow what they decided to do in terms of maybe missing a potential practice day today?
I don't think we need to raise eyebrows. I mean, you tell me that schedule and I tell you rookie party. That's what I tell you. Number 1, Dallas, couple days, first time this season you've had like more than a day in between games and you got 3 of them.
2 guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
Hi, Dennis from Weiss Johnson here, and we're excited to be partnering up with the Nielsen Show and have a special deal exclusive for Nielsen Show listeners. Get 10% off any new Trane furnace, air conditioner, or heat pump installation from now until the end of October. Bundle a furnace with an AC or heat pump and get 25% off the package price. Get your home comfort now for all seasons with Weiss Johnson and Trane. Trane, it's hard to stop a train. Visit wjsportstalk.com today.
Summer was packed with memories.
Wait, let me get a picture.
Your garage doesn't have to be.
Wow, look at all this space.
Store your gear with Sentinel Storage and enjoy extra space all year. Try 4 weeks free. Visit sentinelstorage.ca.
Running your own small business takes courage, and as it grows, so does your team. That's why Alberta Blue Cross offers health, dental, life, disability, and wellness benefits designed for small businesses. Because we know a healthy team means a thriving business. Join over 5,000 Alberta businesses who have chosen us to help their business grow and succeed. Alberta Blue Cross takes care of you and your employees, so you can take care of your business. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you.
At Mind 360, we invite you to embark on your mental health journey in a safe and comfortable space. Conveniently located in St. Albert, Mind 360 has a diverse team of experienced clinicians that offer a broad range of tailored services for children, adults, and families. Furthermore, we are very proud to serve our military, veterans, and first responders. If you're looking for counseling, treatment, or assessment, understand that you are not alone. Contact Mind 360 at mind360.ca to book an appointment today.
Oilers head coach Kris Knoblauch said that Mattias Janmark is closing in on a return. He could play tomorrow against the Avs or on Monday. Plus, Zach Hyman is expected to be back within a week. Join Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show that airs tomorrow at 7 p.m. right here on EST. 4 games on tap tonight. 2 games getting underway in just a moment. The Red Wings and Rangers tussle while the Wild and Islanders lace them up. On the road, the Oil Kings are in Medicine Hat to battle the Tigers at 7, and at the Claire Drake Arena, the Golden Bears meet the Cougars as the Nate women's team hits the ice against the Rustlers at 6. 2 CFL games go tomorrow in the West. The Lions and Riders duke it out, while out east, the Alouettes and Ticats have a date. The NBA in-season tournament has 11 games on tap tonight in Atlanta. The Raptors and Hawks tip-off at 5:30. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your Sports Update. Hour 3 of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
Must you click? Your thumb. Must you click?
Okay. Well, if you're just tuning in, if you're on YouTube, Jay Milne now has a dance to go on with the thumb click remix. If you're on one of the audio streams, he is basically seizuring. His arms are moving in an unpredictable motion. You weren't even really giving a thumbs up.
Oh, my thumbs were up.
Oh, they were up. They just were all over the place.
They were just moving and grooving.
Yeah. McDiesel in the Nasty Chat says, is there going to be a Name the Animal sound game today? There will not be. We do name the animal about once a week. I don't even know if every day we're always going to do 2 animals. We might just take it down to 1 animal. Yesterday's was very fun. We did have the turtle sound.
You know what we need? Somebody surely... Yeah.
Meow. Meow. Meow.
Somebody surely out there knows somebody that owns a pet food store.
Sure.
Or somebody that manages a pet food store. That's what we need.
I'm trying to think if I know anybody.
We need a partner for that. And then we could guaranteed do it every week.
Yeah.
And we would do it with purpose.
Because there have been weeks it just hasn't worked out. We forgot. Or
hold us accountable.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody needs... I mean, we have a sponsor for Word of the Day.
Or like
we have the perfect sponsor for Word of the Day. We have the Edmonton Public Library. Amazing.
What about the Humane Society?
Well, go sell to them.
I'm going to.
Just like how you sold to the bookbinder.
You know how I feel about these. And when I get
I'll never forget when you knocked on the bookbinder's door.
I know who you are. Jason Milne of the Reid Wilkins Show. 3 to 6 p.m. on Edmonton Sports Talk. Have you come at long last?
That's also what he said to the turtle. Have you come at long last? Well, because it took the turtle a while to get there. That's all.
Turtles are slow.
Turtles are very slow.
We were talking about this. What if turtles have been genetically set up so that they could react fast? Like they could be very fast, But they've been trained throughout the course of history to pretend they're slow.
They're deceiving us. They're not going to move quickly until it's really necessary. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that'd be great if all of a sudden there's some international crisis or like alien attack, and all of a sudden turtles are zipping around saving people. Don't worry, my hard shell will protect you. What, you can sprint? Yes, I just never had a reason to. What do you say? James typing in the nasty chat.
They wanted me to put together a jazzy play for tomorrow's game.
What is happening?
But they can't do it.
What does Jasmine want? She's so demanding.
They wanted Oilers money line, Oilers to score 3 or more goals, and Bouchard to be +1 at the end of the night. +1 or better.
Has he ever been plus this season? I assume that he has.
It's a tall task.
Why am I so thirsty today? Is it from
I don't know.
Is it from the lunch?
Well, I don't know.
Jay bought me lunch today.
I paid my bet.
We got some Swiss chalet. No, it could be because I went from home to the rink, so I usually sip water throughout the day. So the whole time I was at Rogers Place or the DCA watching practice and getting the tape, I wasn't having any water. Maybe that's part of it. Do we have our guest yet?
Yeah, he's going to be joining us as soon as he can.
Video or call?
Video. He said he could do it.
Oh, he is doing video. Okay,
Yeah.
Sorry. All right, sorry, Coop. I often get confused, eh? Coop's like, yeah, I know, buddy. 780-218-9999 is how you text the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. We are going to have Jed Roberts on the show. No big secret guest. Monday's show will be slightly abbreviated, 3 to 5:30, and you're away.
I am off Monday, yes.
Okay, good stuff. And then we do not broadcast on Remembrance Day on Tuesday.
Correct.
So that's what's coming up here. What are you watch? Do you have time to watch Oilers tomorrow, or do you got kids sports and stuff you got to go to? Or have you not looked on the family schedule that far ahead?
Oh no! From here, I'm going to a basketball game that starts at 6, so I'll be late for that. And then there's my oldest daughter has a game that starts at 7:30.
Was tomorrow open though?
Tomorrow we start at 9.
So you'll be home at 8 p.m. for Oilers.
Oh, tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I'll be home watching. I want to watch CFL. I mean, gosh, let's get these tournaments over. Girls lose. We're going to be done soon.
I hope they're not listening.
No, they're not. And they would never.
No, they would never.
Win. That's what we do.
What do you think of all the gambling stuff in the NBA? I was talking to somebody this morning who said, Reid, I bet you we don't know the depth of this. Like how many guys are throwing games? Or
I agree. I agree because it's too easy to do that in the NBA.
No, he was saying every sport. He thinks every sport is or could be corrupted.
Yeah, I mean, the NBA, you just have so much control of the outcome as an individual player. You can really change.
And if you're an individual player who plays a lot.
Yeah, you can change the direction of a game.
Because the best players in the NHL don't even play half the game.
Right.
Not saying that they couldn't have an impact on it, but...
I mean, did you see that Eric Spoelstra's house was burnt down?
Yes, and is there not some thinking that he was targeted, connected to this gambling scandal?
That's the rumor, is that because... he's the head coach of the team. Guard Terry Rozier, who's I don't know, he's in FBI custody or was
right
for gambling, for betting on not basketball per se or entirely, but illegal poker rings. So yeah, it's an odd coincidence, I will say.
Yeah, we'll see where this goes. I mean, there have been athletes who have gambled.
Sure,
Kurt athletes. Maybe more than we know about. I mean, Phil Mickelson. Did Mickelson gamble on golf? I think that one guy in the book said that he did, didn't he? Bet on the Ryder Cup he was in, something like that.
Yeah, but golfers bet every day. Like seriously, they'll be playing on the Pro Tour. They'll be betting on that match or that round. Like they, in between, amongst two friends. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. There's no take. There's no rake.
Oh, if they're just wagering with each other.
Yeah.
Right. But you're always going to bet on yourself. Yeah, you would hope.
Yeah, I guess like to miss the cut, you could really throw that if you did bet on yourself.
Yeah, sure.
Like if Scotty Scheffler wanted to make a quick 10 mil,
right,
he could miss a cut.
Well, somebody said to me once, why do these guys making millions of dollars bet? And I don't think it's about the money necessarily. It's the thrill and the ego. It's like I won something else. You know, I wagered you and I still beat you, Jay, or I took your money, whether it's $5 or $5 million. Like I don't think they're thinking necessarily, oh, I need to double my income. Maybe that's part of it.
Yeah, sure.
If you have money, you want more. But I also think it's the thrill of it and just saying like, hey, I took a chance and I won.
Well, why do you think GameSense is a big partner here at EST?
Well, yeah, exactly.
I mean, it can become a problem.
All right, let's go to the Oil Country Towing video hotline. Oil Country Towing, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 roadside rescue team. Fast, safe, and reliable for over 15 years. Whether it's game day or a snowstorm, we work as hard as your favorite team to get you going. Call 780-986-6088 for all your towing needs. Our buddy Jed Roberts, Double E alum, is checking in. Jed, how are you?
I'm good. You guys?
I'm doing very well. Do you does the gambling talk make your skin crawl a little bit, or what do you think when you hear some of the stuff we were chatting about?
Well, like I think that you guys both hit the nail on the head there, because like when you're an athlete, like you're used to competing, right? And it's more about like competing, like and guys that are like super hyper competitive. Like, you hear the stories about Michael Jordan, going out with Jeremy Roenick and, golfing 27 holes or whatever and having 18 beers and then going out and dropping 50 that night on somebody. And it's a competitive part. Like I've seen guys, I played with guys that, they would bet on, I actually, it's funny that you mentioned that, because there was a story that Frank Morris used to tell about him, Jack Parker, and some of the other guys on Jasper over at one of the old bars there. I think it was the International Hotel, and they were across the street and they were betting on who could throw it through a third floor window first with football. And so they were like standing out there and they were laying bets, and that's what guys do, right? Like they and you hit it. Like it's just about putting one over on the other guy and taking something from him, and it's as old as the sport itself, that people. Anytime there's competition, you're going to see that sort of thing. I remember guys playing craps in the locker room, throwing dice up against the wall. And I grew up around that down in the South, right? And so some of the Canadian guys are like, I don't know, I don't understand that. I'm like, listen, man, it's just people are competitive, and that's what they do,
Jed, obviously the kids are back in school, so that's great, which means high school football is back. They narrowly beat the cutoff date to make this season, or what's left of the season, happen. So it's my understanding that your team, Salisbury Sabres, are taking on Harry and the Titans tomorrow. Now, walk me through this. Like, is this the North Championship? Like, how does this all work out?
Yeah, more or less. It kind of like the season was disrupted by the strike, and we kind of went from nothing to, oh, hey, by the way, 2 weeks, you guys are going to be playing for the city championship. And it just kind of worked out by virtue of the fact that that's where we were in the standings at the time that the strike hit, which is unfortunate for some of the teams that were below us. They didn't really get to play out the string and see kind of where things were going to end up. So, I mean, we were lucky, but we were also prepared, because we won the amount of games necessary to be in second place. So, yeah, we're going to play Ainley tomorrow. It's a tall task. That's the best team in the country. They're a very big unit up front on the offensive line. They have probably arguably the top offensive lineman in the country in Cooper Troy. He's a big individual, 6'6", about 315, and he's also a provincial champ wrestler. And I think he's committed to the University of Hawaii. They have a great quarterback. They're very well coached. Coach Greenslay's done a really good job. Their offensive coordinator is a former CFL alumnus. His name is Brock Ralph. He played here for a bit, and he was also in Ottawa. They have a really good system in there. They do a lot of some pretty good passing concepts, like kind of the stuff that Trestman was doing in Montreal, where they try to attack certain parts of the field, and they run the ball better than probably anybody in the province. And they've got their running back room is probably better than anybody in Western Canada. Their top 4 guys could play for anybody. So it's not going to be easy, but, that's kind of why they play the game, right? You never know, especially when the weather becomes involved, right? If it keeps snowing, it might limit it turns it into a bit of a slog. And, sometimes it's an odd-shaped ball. You get odd-shaped bounces, and anything can happen. So I'm looking forward to it. It'll be fun.
Jed, we haven't had you on since the Elks season ended. I don't know how much of the availabilities you heard, but I was down there on Garbage Bag Day for Fajardo and Ford and Hervey and Killam. It certainly, I don't even know if it was reading between the lines. I mean, Trey Ford didn't talk about it. Everybody else said maybe Trey needs a fresh start, which I found sort of interesting. They were almost speaking for him. And then Killam said, I'd love to have Fajardo under center for me next year. There's a lot of things I like about Fajardo. I also would love to see the Elks get a quarterback with a bit more of a gun and maybe a little bit of younger. I know it's easier said than done. How do you sort of weigh some of the things that were said? And even if they bring Fajardo back, like, does Ed need to be beating the bushes here to find that next QB that can be the guy for long term?
Yeah, I that's the way I interpreted it too. I think that Trey's a talented player. I think that Trey, in the right situation, he could turn into something pretty cool. He's there's certain things that Trey does that you just don't see. You don't see guys that run like him. You don't see guys that can, extend plays, and but it's challenging because of the way he plays. It's tough for an offensive line because they never know where he's going to be, right? So I think that they kind of want to go with a little bit more of a timing thing here, which is Fajardo's forte, like, 2-3 step drop and the ball's out. But having said that, Fajardo would be the first to tell you that, like, he's on the downswing of his career, and he probably isn't throwing it as far as he used to. So, yeah, they absolutely do need to get a different you have to have two quarterbacks in this league in order to win, right? And two starting quality quarterbacks. And Ed's got his work cut out for him. He's going to have to find somebody else there to kind of serve as Fajardo's foil. And I do like this roster, though. I like what they've done. I like the fact that they've got some continuity, especially up front. The strongest teams in the league are built like from the inside out. And if the stronger you are up the middle, your offensive line, your defensive line, and then your linebackers and that sort of thing. I think they've got a bit of an embarrassment of riches at linebacker. It's a bit of a crowded room because you got some kids that came up and filled in admirably when Niles Morgan got hurt. So then Anderson got hurt too. So they had some kids come in and they played really well. So it's going to be interesting to see who ends up staying, who ends up moving. But for the first time in a really long time, they've got continuity. It's particularly along the offensive line. And teams that do really well in this league have that. They have continuity along the offensive line, and they're able to create space for themselves. But what they didn't do this year or the year before or any other year really for the last umpteen years is that they haven't won the early games. And I think that next year with that continuity, it'll make it easier for them to do that. But they really do need to get another signal caller and to give themselves a better chance to succeed, because that's what the good teams do in this league. They get guys like, you look at Montreal, like, they picked up the guy to back up Alexander, and he kind of held the bag. He held the clubs there for a while there, and they won a few games, and now they're in position to go to the Grey Cup. So that's what you got to do. That you got to do those things. You got to be like the Saskatchewan Roughriders and the Winnipeg Blue Bombers in the league. So
Jed, well said. I don't have the stat, but I did it earlier this year. I think in the last 4 seasons, the Elks have 3 wins in the months of June and July combined. So you're not like, you can't play catch up all the time.
No.
I'm not going to ask you who's going to win the Grey Cup. That wouldn't be fair, Jed. I wouldn't do that to you. I'm just going to ask you which of the 4. Oh, he's going to tell us anyway. I don't even have to finish my thought.
I'm going to tell you who's going to win the Grey Cup. Montreal Alouettes are going to win the Grey Cup. Alexander has not lost as a starter, and I don't expect that to change. I think they'll beat Hamilton, and I think that Saskatchewan will win will win against BC, and I think we'll see a really exciting game. I think it's going to be a really good Grey Cup this year. I'm really excited because Saskatchewan's having a heck of a run. I think that's going to be a very interesting matchup there between those two clubs because they're so evenly matched, and it's I'd love to see the green and gold in the cup, but if they can't be in there, then I'd love to see that matchup, the Owls and the Riders. I think that'll be the one that everybody wants to see.
Okay, I want to shift gears just here to wrap it up. I know you follow the Oilers very closely. I don't know if you've had time to watch every game with your coaching in your life, but you probably know their record's not that great. Probably know they had some leads they didn't hold on to. And you probably know they're saying all the right things, Jed. But it doesn't translate. I was saying to Jay earlier, they had some games they fell behind, and they were saying, well, if we just could get a lead. Well, then they get a lead, and then they lose. And now it's like, oh, but it's the Avalanche. Then we're going to be up for this game. Where's the disconnect right now in your eyes?
Honestly, I think the coaching changes have impacted them, particularly on the defensive end. Losing Paul
Coffey stepped away. Yeah,
that. I mean, I don't think people really. Well, I think anybody that follows him knows like what he brought to the table, and he really had those guys playing really well. I think that in particular, Bouchard's having a really difficult time right now. He just seems, as for as talented as that guy is, and I know he's an offensive defenseman, but boy, there's some pretty egregious breakdowns there, especially when they have a lead. They seem to kind of, how you kind of hold on to the golf club. There's another golf analogy for you, but you're gripping the shaft too tight, right? And then you just starts to spray, right? And then everything sort of kind of goes to heck in a handbasket from there. So I just think that they do, for them to be in the position they're in right now, they still have technically a winning record. They've gone to OT and they've lost those games, but I think this is a good team. I think they just need to, once this system, they need to figure out this new system they've got going on with this coach. I think they'll get there. I think they've got but they're a couple pieces away. I think Frederic isn't playing with the edge that I think they were going to get from him. I think he's a bit timid. I don't think he's an instigator like they needed. Like, when you had Corey Perry, he was going to go in there and he was going to make people respect the fact that he was there. Same thing with Kane, but Frederic doesn't play with that chip on his shoulder. He's just a big guy, but it takes him a while to get going, I think. And, you almost have to like punch him in the face to get him going. And you need a guy that's an instigator, and they don't really have those guys this year. So they're not getting enough room, I think, for Connor and Dre to move around out there. So, but I'm an optimistic guy. I think that these guys are all in. I think that McDavid made a statement when he took the pay cut, or took a discount anyway. I think that this team will make those changes. I think they'll make the tweaks that they need to do in coaching, and it's a veteran group. I expect them to be in the mix at the end of the year, and I don't think there's nothing happening right now that makes me think otherwise. I think it's just growing pains. They'll get there. I think that these guys, it's an up and down, take the wins, you take with the losses, but I think they'll get there. They're going on a hot streak here pretty quick.
All right, Jed, do you have practice tonight, or what do you got?
Yeah, actually, oddly enough, I'm sitting outside of Swiss Donair. There's a plug for Swiss Donair, and my two boys are in there eating supper. I told them, I said, I'm going to do this spot, and I'm going to go in there, and I'm going to grab those kids, drop them off, and then I got to drive all the way down to Beaumont for our practice that starts at 6:15. So,
okay,
it's the only place we could get for a field tonight. With the weather, like you can't practice on the grass and park in Strathcona County because they don't want us ripping up all the mud and stuff like that at the school. So, we'll be out of Beaumont on the turf, and then we'll see what happens tomorrow when we see Hanley in the afternoon there. So,
Jed, we love you. Great insight as always. Safe driving. We'll talk to you soon, buddy. Take care.
Hey, take care, guys. Have a good one. Love you.
Jed Roberts, Double E alum. We love speaking with him. So he just went for it. Montreal's winning the Grey Cup. I think that's a pretty good pick.
Not bad.
Not bad. I liked how he spoke about them. And he follows the Oilers quite closely, as you can tell. And even though he's a football alum, he understands hockey, and he is pretty observant. I mean, he's right about some of the things about the Oilers. You know what? Remember my word? Remember my phrase for the Vegas Golden Knights?
Yeah, I did.
Miserable bastards.
Yes.
Do the Oilers have anybody that plays like that?
No.
I don't know if I don't think the Golden Knights are as miserable as they used to be.
No, I don't think they do.
I coined that when they eliminated the Oilers in what year was that? 2023 in the second round. But he made a good point. Like Frederic, big guy. Play angry? Not really.
No. Haven't seen any signs of that.
Somebody said, I can't remember who it was, but this was even a couple weeks ago. Somebody said to me, do the Oilers have anybody on their other team that makes the other team hate him?
Like a Corey Perry.
Yeah, like a Corey Perry. I mean, other teams would hate Draisaitl and McDavid because
maybe
they get
Mangiapane.
points.
He's a bit
But
of
has he been that agitating?
disturber. He can be. He has been in past years. I'm racking my brain.
This is the thing. Like,
that's a bad thing.
and I know people bring up Kane. I like with Kane, it's always different for me because he didn't play last regular season, right? But in the playoffs, he did his thing.
Maybe Nurse,
But certainly
at times.
Perry at times. Maybe even Wallman, because I think Wallman can be quite yappy.
Mhm.
I mean, we've seen that, so he, other guys might get annoyed by him a little bit. But I think it's a little more like you need a forward in that position because maybe you can take a penalty. Maybe you can take a coincidental. You do that as a defenseman, it might mess things up a little more. But yeah, who up front is really in your face, in the crease, like hammering away at rebounds? Like,
nobody.
Sorry, goalie. I didn't realize you'd covered the puck.
Right.
I thought I could still hit it.
Like there's nobody even a tenth of a Sam Bennett on this team currently. Maybe there's somebody in there, but they're not playing like it. They're not expressing that.
I mean, maybe like Janmark can be a little agitating, but
Hyman can be.
Well,
Hyman, he's in that area.
He's in that area. Yeah, and Hyman maybe doesn't do it with the cheekiness that Perry did it with, but Hyman's in that area. You're right. So he annoys the other team because he's always on top of you, right? But I think that's one element that the Oilers are missing. I guess I still got to say maybe Frederic's going to be that player. He still has 7.8 years to prove it.
Long time.
I'm still stunned he got an 8-year deal.
That was it. That was the shocking part of that was the term and the dollars.
Here's a question for you.
I got an answer for you.
What's more it's hard to phrase this.
Do you want to do it for buying or selling?
Well, okay, I'll put it into buying or selling. Yeah, I'll do it next when we get back. Keep posting in the nasty chat. Keep texting the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. That's 780-218-9999. River Cree Resort and Casino happy hour featuring $5.25 drinks. Available Sunday to Thursday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Les in the nasty chat says Jed Roberts gets bonus points for talking about donaires.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Jed gets bonus points just for being a great guy. But yeah, keep giving us the thumbs up. I don't know where the thumbs are. Are people the snow has slowed down the thumbs? People have frozen thumbs. You got to get in there and click the thumbs up on YouTube.
Click, click, click. Must
there,
you
I'm playing
click?
the song.
Please, please click. Must you click? You must click.
Well, what else do I need to play?
I think I hear him coming
play
now.
that. You play that. You play this. Play this. I'll play them all.
Keep them going.
But you gotta keep clicking. Oh, that one's too long. Little double Sammy Hagar. All right. Anyway, yeah, let's rally here to get to 100 thumbs on YouTube. We got buying or selling for Damon Bunting coming up, and of course the words of the day. Coob, you go now.
Both Mattias Janmark and Zach Hyman are nearing a return. Janmark could play tomorrow or Monday, according to head coach Kris Knoblauch, while Hyman's return window is within a week. And it's Stuart Skinner getting the start tomorrow against the Avalanche. 2 games are underway in the NHL right now, midway through the opening period. The Wild up 1-0 over the Islanders. Vinny Hinostroza scoring for them. And out in Detroit, the Rangers and Red Wings are notched at zeros. From Medicine Hat, the Oil Kings and Tigers duke it out. Edmonton first in the Eastern Conference. Puck drop at 7. And the CFL Division Finals are tomorrow. Montreal takes on Hamilton, while the Riders play the Lions. On the court, there's 11 games on tap. Toronto takes on Atlanta. Tip-off for that one is at 5:30. 2 games underway. The Magic leading the Celtics 29-14 with 4.5 minutes left to go in the first. And with under 5 to go in the first quarter, the Cavs are up 24-15 over the Wizards. For the Jays, George Springer has won the Silver Slugger Award as a designated hitter. That's his 3rd time in his career he's won the award. The Reid Wilkins Show continues after the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The temperature may be dropping, but the action's heating up. Play Alberta is offering odds boosts on every Oilers game all season long. This is your chance to score big. And for a limited time only, our listeners get an exclusive $50 free bet when they deposit $50 using EST50. That's code EST50 for an exclusive $50 free bet. Alberta wins with Play Alberta. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, please use your game sense.
It's wing showdown time at the Canadian Brewhouse. Creamy street corn goes head-to-head with Mexican chili lime. Two bold flavors battling for your taste buds. Grab them anytime, or just 69 cents every Wing Wednesday. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
The River Cree Resort and Casino features the best in live entertainment, including international U2 tribute band, Desire, November 14th. Performing decades of U2's greatest hits, it's Desire, November 14th at the River Cree. Tickets for this show and more at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
What a ride it was. The Blue Jays have made our whole country proud. Sentinel Storage is honored to stand with Canada's team every step of the way. Thank you, Blue Jays. Sentinel Storage, official storage provider of the Toronto Blue Jays.
Okay, 5:30 Friday afternoon. It's dark out. There's snow on the ground. Are people just going to cozy up by the fire tonight?
Oh, I'd love to.
Yo, you're not.
You know what? I take that back. I do love knowing that I get to go watch my daughters play sports.
Yes.
I love that. It's fun. That's a great night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just wondering if
what?
people who don't have family responsibilities, what are they going to, or, going out responsibilities?
Oh, yeah, maybe
so
a fire.
Let's say earlier in the week.
Yeah.
A buddy or buddies, whatever friend group you're in or whoever says, hey, we should get together Friday night. And you're like, yeah, let's confirm Friday. 8:00. This afternoon, are you texting like, hey, where are we meeting? Or are you texting like, hey, you know what? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm saying, hey, I don't know. I don't want to.
Unless they pick up the pub a block from your house.
Well, unfortunately, I'm seeing a lot on our group chat for my one daughter's team, and apparently traffic is just no-go. No, not moving.
Where?
A lot of places. Because a lot of this team's coming from Sherwood Park into Edmonton.
Yeah.
On the far south side. And a lot of people are saying they're going to be late.
Yeah. Ace says it's only -2. You're right. Ace, did you see the start of the show? I was kind of mocking the people who were like, I can't believe it snowed. I can't believe it went. Now, having said that, there are parts of the Edmonton area where it's, I guess, a little worse than what we got.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we'll see. But yeah, this is the first kind of wintry weekend, but by the extreme winter standards, this is not bad. I mean, you should always drive safe, but, it could be slipperier and snowier and visibility. I don't think visibility wouldn't be affected at all. But I guess there's some traffic trouble. It's also 5:30.
It's just probably, that's the problem. Because I'm looking on the road report, the Henday looks green.
Right.
Now, there might be just traffic congestion, but take your time.
Oilers tomorrow against the Avalanche. The Oilers have had a couple of leads in recent games, and they did not win. Here's Zach Home.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we had good starts in both of them, but kind of let off a little bit. I think so far in the season it's been a pretty common theme where we can put 20, we can put out 30, maybe 40 minutes in some games, but I'm not sure I've seen 60 yet. So that's what we're working towards, this consistency of the game. I think we have times in games that we look really good and we're feeling it and whatnot, and then the periods of they're going to spend some time in our end, and you just got to make sure you limit it a little bit more, maybe limit the high danger chances. That's kind of what it seems to be. It's either we're on offense or they got glaring scoring opportunities, so we got to try to keep those at bay.
I think pretty fair summary. But again, we know what we have to do. Time to go do it. Time to go do it. Time to play a thorough game. Time to concentrate for the entire game. Avalanche are going to be very, very tough. 780-218-9999, the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. We have Buying or Selling presented by Damon Bunting, who was in studio a couple of days ago. That was fun to speak with him. A consistent top-producing realtor in the greater Edmonton area for over 18 years. He and his team would love to help you find that right home or make the move from your current home. Community-driven, he understands what it takes to make a difference in our city. Check him out, DamonBunting.com, or Instagram handle, Damon Bunting Real Estate. Okay, here's what I thought of in the last segment. I got to figure. Let's say the McDavid contract extension, 2 years, 12.5 per year, and the Trent Frederic deal, 8 years, would have been announced at the exact same time on the exact same day. Which would have you found more shocking?
Oh, still the McDavid one.
Still the McDavid one. But we were off air. I thought when that Frederic contract started getting talked about as 8 years, I thought somebody made a mistake.
Yeah.
Because I thought, okay, they traded for him. Certainly you want to lock him up for a couple. Maybe 3, 4 would have been the max I thought that was going to.
Yeah, and to tag onto that, the no move clause for the first 4 years of this deal.
Sure.
That's something that I don't know. I'm not, you or I are not going to say we're completely familiar with everybody's payroll and contract status, but it seems like the Oilers sure love to do that. Especially on players that really haven't proven themselves to your organization. And right now, it's equally bad because of...
Well, he's not noticeable.
No.
You could take... you need guys to score, but you could take the one goal if he was, running guys over. If he was, in people's faces. If he was, we were talking, a distraction to the other team. You want Frederic to be... Okay. Oh, he's on the ice. You want the other team to be like, oh, crap, he's on the ice. I'm going to get plastered.
Okay. Let me take you back to last year. His first game that he played for the Oilers.
Well, how long did he play?
It wasn't long.
A few minutes?
But guess what? That was against L.A. He was noticeable. He was in the face of the goalie. He made a pretty big body check behind the net. He was making a check when he injured his ankle again or re-aggravated it.
Right.
He was noticeable then. He was. And that's when Oilers fans says, oh, this guy is a bit of a bully. This guy does have that Boston blood running through him where he wants to be aggressive.
Right.
Haven't seen a sign of that this season.
He's had a couple games where he's hit a little more, but here's another thing.
Not noticeable.
Well, okay, and here's another thing that I'll ask you and other people. So he got a goal on a breakaway. How many other grade A scoring chances has he had? I think there might have been one where he almost scored on a rebound.
One very recent, in the last 3 games, I believe. He was right in close.
Yeah. Noah Philp has more goals and has probably had more great chances to score, and he doesn't get to play every game.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Yeah, I'm just trying. For you and I to sit here and be... let me think back to that game.
I know it's hard to remember every detail from every
schedule.
Game.
No.
But it's not as if the feeling...
You get it, Jen.
Yeah. I don't want to make it picking on one player because there are other flaws. And hey, maybe they misevaluated his talent.
Yeah, but look what we can say about...
Maybe other teams were like, we're not trading for this guy at the deadline.
But I think when you generalize things like this, you can be pretty accurate. What would you say right now about Jack Roslovic? Overperforming.
That he sees the opportunity.
Yeah.
Now, Steve makes a good point. Maybe Frederic's not healed with the ankle. That's fair.
Tom, I was on the Oilers stream earlier this week. Tom does not believe that, does not buy that. Given that he's talked to Cass, he's talked to Gage, he's talked to other, Belzy, obviously, who have had high ankle sprains that say, yeah, this should be finito. This should be gone.
We're looking better than he does, yeah.
But we don't know.
Yeah, you don't know for sure. But that was, it was a while ago now. And I think it was rumored before it happened, but 8 years. I was like, what, 8 years? But yeah, still the McDavid not getting a raise was more shocking.
It's National Jersey Day, Reid.
Buying or selling for Damon Bunting?
Buying or selling. Edmonton has the best 2 pro sports teams, combination of jerseys, in Canada. That being Oilers and the Elks.
That's a good one. so I can actually think through this.
Well, let's go through it.
I'm going to say selling because I think Winnipeg has pretty nice kits. I do like the Jets jerseys, and I think the blue and bronze of the Bombers is pretty classic. I think Montreal, both teams look pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Hamilton doesn't count. Saskatchewan doesn't count. Both Calgary uniforms are subpar.
BC,
like the Lions have had good jerseys. This incarnation sucks.
The black
on black,
with the
and
BC
the dark orange on black. Like, go back to the white pants, the orange jersey, and the white helmet with the lion.
Oh no!
Yes,
go back to Lou Pasaglia. Go to the silver helmet, silver pants, black jersey.
No, those were ugly.
No way.
Yeah,
no way, Reid. You're thinking Buck Pierce orange? I didn't like that.
Yeah, I like that. Well, Bervin Fernandez orange. Roy DeWalt.
Okay.
Send in some BC Lions from the 1980s in the nasty chat.
I don't know. I think the green and gold.
Pasaglia was still on in the 80s, too.
I think that the Oilers have distinct, like you said with Winnipeg, the bronze and the blue, the green and the gold here. Yeah. You like the Jets jerseys better than the Oilers?
No, but I like the Jets jersey. Didn't I rank them fairly high when we did our rankings? I think I had them in the top half anyway. Who remembers, side note, who remembers Trevor Kennard and Bob Cameron for Winnipeg? They were like the place kicker punter combo for like 80 years.
Bob Cameron, Unibar.
From like 1920 to 2000. They were the two kickers on the Bombers.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Trevor Kennard was the place kicker and Bob Cameron was the punter?
Yes.
I think.
Oh yeah, that was
they played forever. They did maybe I just remember them better. I remember how many kickers I could remember from when I was a kid. Bernie Ruoff kicked for Hamilton. I don't know if he punted. Pasaglia was on BC. JT Hay was a kicker for Calgary. Elisic was here and also went to Toronto. I don't remember who Montreal had. Well, Saskatchewan had Ridgway.
Ridgway, that's who it is.
Yeah, I don't think he punted, though.
I don't think
so. Did he punt? I can't remember.
He probably could have.
Probably could have.
Maybe he did. Pasaglia
was in BC, and I think he punted and place kicked.
Who was in Calgary?
Well, they had a guy named JT Hay, who I think was also like their fifth or sixth receiver. I think sometimes he would play receiver. But I don't know if he place kicked. He might have just punted.
Who would have been in the early 90s, Calgary's kicker?
Like when
McLaughlin.
When they started getting good. Well, he was there late 90s, but they started getting good early 90s, right? I don't know if McLaughlin was there already. They would have had somebody before McLaughlin. Because didn't they win in... They won in 90... Or they went to the Grey Cup in 91 and lost to Toronto, right? When Ismail ran the punt back. I don't think McLaughlin was on that team. Oh, VR Montenegro throwing out the Paul Osbaldiston.
Ooh,
he was after Ruoff. I don't know if Osbaldiston would have kicked in the 80s, though.
Yeah, the primary place kicker for the Calgary Stampeders throughout the 1990s was Mark
He
McLaughlin.
played that long, eh?
Yeah. Jerry Corrick
was an elk or an Eskimo. And did he go somewhere else, too? Because Corrick kicked it in 87 when they beat Toronto. Yeah, Bob Cameron was with the Bombers for over 20 years. Kai for sure saw Cutler. Somebody says Cutler was before your time. No, I definitely saw Cutler and Elisic. But Cutler was gone by the 87 team. He was on the 5-in-a-row team. I can't remember what Cutler's last year was. But Cutler and Elisic, Elisic was going to high school and then going to Esk camp.
Oh, Shank Elisic.
He was pretty good.
That was his
But I don't think Elisic ever place kicked. I think he just punted. But these are some of the early kickers I remember, like Pasaglia, Cutler, JT Hay, Kennard, Ridgway.
Well, Pasaglia had that
Ruoff. I remember Bernie
moment.
Ruoff with the Tiger Cats used to do this shoulder shake before he kicked. I think it was kind of his relaxation method or something, because I remember I used to copy that as a kid. Anyway, what else did you have for buying or selling? Sorry, I kind of hijacked that one.
No, that's it.
The recollections of kickers.
You don't ski or snowboard, eh?
No. Because you know how you know that I don't? Because I'm alive.
This makes me think of skiing. Looking forward to going skiing.
When?
I don't know. We'll probably get up to Jasper before New Year. Oh, good. They got some really good deals going on.
Oh, that's
Early
awesome.
start of season. They're at Marmot Basin. They're what they say is their opening date is November 14th, which is next week, and it's kids ski free. Kids get free rentals. Kids get free breakfast.
Oh wow,
yeah,
good stuff.
No blackout days.
Oh sweet.
It's from November through to I think midway through December.
We are in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Win big this NFL season at the Canadian Brewhouse. Score your shot at a trip to the Super Bowl, weekly prizes, and more, plus $1 off Budweiser and Bud Light tankards. Details at thecanadianbrewhouse.com. All right, words of the day when we get back.
Both Mattias Janmark and Zach Hyman are nearing a return. Janmark could play tomorrow or Monday, according to head coach Kris Knoblauch, while Hyman's return is within a week. Plus, Stuart Skinner gets a start tomorrow against the Avalanche. Join Tom Gazzola, Ben Thompson for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. They tee up the action. Coverage starts at 7 p.m. tomorrow, only on EST. 2 games underway in the NHL right now. It's a Wild up 2-0 over the Islanders with about 2 minutes left in the first and about 3 minutes left in the opening frame. The Rangers and Red Wings are notched out one aside. From Medicine Hat, the Oil Kings and Tigers duke it out. Edmonton first in the Eastern Conference. Puck drop at 7 in the CFL Division Finals go tomorrow. Montreal takes on Hamilton while the Riders play the Lions. On the court, there's 11 games on the schedule. Toronto and Atlanta are underway in the first quarter. They're tied early at 2 aside. 2 other games are underway. Cavaliers up 44-34 over the Wizards, while the Celtics trail the Magic by 11 points. The final segment of the Reid Wilkins Show is up next, and this sports update is brought to you by Advantage Sports Medicine. Connor McDavid's got a team of specialists, and you've got a bag of frozen peas. Get the same locker room approach that's trusted by the best in the game. Call them at 780-460-9977 or visit their website at advantagesportmed.ca to book an appointment today. The words of the day for the Edmonton Public Library. Up next, I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
Firehouse Subs. Our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching the button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as a ninja fighting off evil samurai.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
Your brand deserves more than just a whisper, it deserves a buzz. At the Hive Product Marketing, they specialize in promotional products that bring the buzz. From eye-catching giveaways to unforgettable keepsakes, they got the perfect products to make your brand stand out and get noticed. Visit the Hive Product Marketing and let them create the buzz your business deserves. The Hive Product Marketing, the official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk. Visit them online at thehiveproductmarketing.com.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
Legendary local band North Shore bringing you back from break, a collection of kids from the Ardrossan area living out their dreams, playing in a band. What song is this? I always forget this one. Lead singer Jay Milne.
What's the name of this song? What is it? My Beautiful Goodbye.
Oh, yeah. Nice one.
Yeah.
Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. Why limit your choices when you can have it all? Play Alberta, your go-to app for casino games, sports betting, and lottery all in one place. With easy access to real money games, you can enjoy everything Alberta has to offer right at your fingertips. Download Play Alberta now and start playing today. Jay's play of the day is what?
Les Alouettes.
The what did Chet call them? The French Falcons?
The French Falcons. -6.5. I teased the line. Was -3, but I wanted a better number because I think they're going to win by that much. So Alouettes -6.5. That has been boosted to +180.
What score did you have in that game again?
38-14.
You have them all over Hamilton.
Yes, I do.
Wow. I have them beating Hamilton 27-24. In the West, I took BC 32, Saskatchewan 29. What did you have in the West?
35-33.
Oh, wow. Well, they should be fun games. I certainly hope so. Box Pounder. He actually changed it now to Pounder so we don't say numberer. Remember the first time I didn't know it was said Pounder? Cameron was a legend, Bob Cameron, way better than Hank the Shank Alisic, although Hank would belt a 60-yarder once in a while. Matt Hyman says Trevor Kennard played with the Bombers for the 90s. Cameron played throughout the 80s and the 90s. Okay. Reminiscing about CFL punters and kickers. Nothing like it. Let's do our words of the day presented by Edmonton Public Library. The website, epl.ca. They have a lot of great stuff going on, including the fully customized Cooking for a Cause program. You pick what food to cook, what to drink, and what your atmosphere will be with holiday season just around the corner. Perfect time to book this team-building event or for a family gathering. Cooking for a Cause at the Stanley A. Milner Library.
The word of the day with Reid and Jay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
What do they got to say?
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you.
Let's find out.
English, do you speak it? Then you know what I'm saying.
And give us a thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. We got to rally here to get to 100. Let's do it.
First word of the day, vamoose.
Vamoose?
Vamoose.
V-A-M-O-O-S-E. And it means to depart quickly. It's time to vamoose.
Wow. This is the actual definition. Vamoose is an informal word that means to depart quickly. So I'm giving you a bonus point.
Thank you.
What were we talking about? What number was Shank Alisic?
8? Was Hank Alisic number 8? That's what came to mind.
What was Lou Pasaglia?
Pasaglia. Was he 16? Maybe it was 13.
What was Osbaldiston? 5?
Oh, God, I don't know.
I think Osbaldiston was 5.
I'm trying to find numbers.
Somebody knows what number Paul Osbaldiston was. 5. No.
Most of the kickers were low numbers, right?
3.
Alisic was 3?
Sure. We're going with 2.3.
He's in an Argos jersey here wearing an 8 because he was with the Argos as well.
2.3 out of 2.
Sure.
For the first word.
Because I did get that quickly and efficiently.
And exact.
And correctly.
Second word of the day, colloquial. Colloquial.
Trev in the Nasty Chat says the vamoose was his favorite animal growing up, the vamoose. Colloquial?
Colloquial. Now, it says it pronounces it with a qui, not a key. Colloquial.
Oh, I just gotta... This is the one with either a single L or a double L. Colloquial. Crap.
Go big or go home.
C-O... Which is right? I'll do my first one, but I might be wrong. Colloquial. Got it. Okay, and this is it's like using a term or a saying that's like from a certain era, or that is appropriate for a certain era. I think
you're kind of on it, and I don't know that a sentence would necessarily hell.
So it's like if I were... it's like if Chet Palmer were doing a sportscast from the 1950s, he would use colloquial terms. Is that right?
Celebrities are all too familiar with the world of deepfakes, the colloquial term for artificial intelligence-generated videos.
So is it modern then? Does it mean the modern lingo?
We'll have to see. It's characteristic of or appropriate to ordinary or familiar conversation rather than formal speech or writing. So it's like informal.
I didn't get it right. It might be tied to a certain era, but it would be
characteristic of informal spoken language.
Okay, so there could be things that would be colloquial to a certain era, but but the era is not itself part of the definition.
The era is not in fact.
Yeah, so I didn't remember that one.
3.3 out of 4. Not bad.
Not bad. I got totally 0 for colloquial for the definition.
For the definition, yes, you did, sir.
Sad. Makes me sad.
Oh,
Like I knew it had to do with sayings and stuff. I couldn't get it. All right, so tomorrow at 10 a.m. here on Edmonton Sports Talk, whether you're on the audio streams, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, or on the video stream with on YouTube, 10 a.m. Hello Hockey with Tom Gazzola and Sean Bell and Ben Thompson. And then at 7 o'clock tomorrow night, the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show hosted by Tom Gazzola, leading you into the Oilers and the Avalanche at 8. On behalf of Zach Kubish and Jay Milne, I'm Reid. Have a great weekend.